get everybody started here. You guys have all been, and we've kind of went over everything. You guys have been inducted into the Wardens, kind of as conscripts right now. You've each had your setup to where you've been issued a guilty plea of death, sentenced to die, and so now you are basically have been given the option to become a warden instead. So you can save your life and continue forward that way. So after that, you guys have basically been told that you guys are going to be taken to the Winter Keep, which is known as Voidenheim. And there, you guys are going to be set up and kind of begin your life as a warden. So for each of you, your trip north has been to the Winter Keep, has taken time and a great deal of struggle. For the path of the Warden Stronghold is a part of the world is in this part of the world is no easy task. It lays out in the cover of forest in the base of a mountain range surrounded by snowy fields. You receive less than a day's rest before the wardens begin to evaluate you and your peers about you. So you guys have gotten to this keep. The Voidenheim is an ancient dwarven keep built into the side of this mountain. It was once owned by several like a big dwarven stronghold, but they lost it to orcs. And afterwards, the wardens actually were able to liberate it and take it back. The dwarves, unfortunately, had left the area to the point where they were not able to enact their claim. And when the local noble lord who owns that land had then given it to the wardens. By honor, the dwarves have been forced to let the wardens keep it, even though they are not happy about that situation. So you guys have gotten there. You guys' first couple days are simple, but it's labor intensive. Wardens will go about testing your talents to begin to figure out who works well with who, and you guys kind of been filtered into groups based upon your talents. So off the first day, you guys are in the yard. It's a little bit of rest time. You guys have just eaten lunch, and you're kind of out there with about 15, 16 other conscripts. People from different walks of life. A lot of them have similar stories where they've been fucked over by noble lords. Other ones are straight up murderers, thieves, rapists, people who were very much guilty of the crime and then took this as a way to escape death, more for like a way of redemption, but to give themselves a few more years of life. So as you guys are kind of sitting there and having the ability to interact, you guys kind of come out in the yard. It's snowing. Basically, it's just pitch cold in the Great Hall area where you come in for the front area because there's a huge draft and there's no actual doors to the front of this keep. They were long cheered off from the orc attack. So this kind of acts as like the main open yard with the tunnels branching out to the sides and in the back to the other halls, which are actually kept in a much warmer area. This area is like where they stable horses, where they do training drills outside of the direct snow and the weather. So you guys have a chance to kind of get to know each other. You guys haven't really had a chance to really sit down and actually, talk or mingle as of yet. Very little is known about each of you. So as you guys are kind of out in this yard, how do you guys kind of meet your acquaintances?
Well, okay, so we're training in this yard, correct? Or is it just we're just standing around after lunch kind of thing?
You've been training in this yard. You guys have been kind of working together. You guys as a group have been kind of filtered into a little training group. You guys have been working across from each other. Basically been testing, sword skills, bow skills, how well you can defend, attack. So you guys have been kind of working closely, but you haven't had a chance to like have a non-training session yet.
All right, who's the other dwarf in this group?
That'd be me.
All right, so myself being another dwarf, I walk up to the other dwarf and I'm like, "Hey, brother, name's Gille Stonewrath.
Gille, my friend.
Hey, it's good to see another dwarf."
I scoff. I'm like, bro.
You need to stand over here because I can only see on this one side.
All right, hold on. Let me move to the side a little bit. Can you see me now?
Yeah, there you go. You look like my sister.
I've heard that before. But don't be getting no funny ideas.
I'm
Oh
just
no,
gonna be,
no.
I'm gonna be staring at his dagger eye, like just staring at it the entire time, like confused.
So I'm
I
giving my name. What name have you gone by?
I go by Kagorius. Or you can just call me Keg.
So as you guys are kind of sitting around talking amongst yourselves, the dwarves are having a little bit of a chit chat with each other. You see this guy who comes out. He's been actually been training you. You guys know him as the Warden Ashendale. He's kind of been kind of like a captain of the guard. He's been the one who's in charge of like all the new conscripts. So he comes out to looks at your group of you guys and goes, "You guys, come with me."
He's pointing at me, right?
He points at all of you. He's like, you four, come with me.
I'm just gonna cast Goodberry and actually eat now since I didn't eat it with everybody else and follow along with my big ass. Looks like petrified wood, like a shepherd's crook, but since I'm a fucking 7-foot tall furball, it looks like I'm carrying around a small sapling.
I'm just observing at this point.
Yeah, I go and I start to move over since I've been there for a while, so I kind of know how things go.
I'll follow as well.
So
I follow along, but I'm dragging my feet.
Okay, fine. So the warden leads you guys back along some corridors and leads you back into what would have been the main hall of the keep, where the dwarven king would have sat and had his court about him. So you see that when you come into this big, long, empty hall, there's the big pillars that line the side, the carvings of dwarves inlaid into the columns. You see at the back here is a huge dwarven throne that's carved of stone inlaid with bronze and gold. And in front of it, not too far, is a great oaken desk at which the warden commander sits. The warden commander, you guys know, is the head of this keep. He is the one in charge of making sure everything doesn't fall apart. So as you guys kind of come up and, stand in front of him, he kind of leans over. This guy's a little bit older. He's probably he's a human, about mid-60s. So he looks grizzled, but he looks like he's still torn to shreds. Like he's just ripped. Fucking, he could basically probably take down any one of you or all four at the same time in a fight. So he kind of looks at all you and he goes, Warden Ashendale here tells me that you four have talent and appear to be able to work together. That may be proved to be promising to the wardens. This we shall see. You are to take the trial of the initiates. This was going to test your skills and your ability to work together. This is no easy task. So then he looks over to the commander and nods. And Warden Ashendale kind of steps up and addresses you all. As conscripts, you are to make the way north of the keep and make your way to the Pale Tower. There you will make camp and scout the area until you're able to locate the frost wolves that make the area their home. You must each kill and return with the fur of a wolf, and each one of you is required to have a fur when you return. You will succeed, you will die to either beast or cold. Is that understood?
Yes.
Hey,
Hey, sir.
Just nod.
Now, what questions do you have?
Other than keeping our skin, is there anything else we're gonna get as rewards? Because I don't work without pay.
Oh, you get lodging and food, and you'll get to die in the cold.
Good enough for me.
I'll be fine.
All right. So,
Hey, Baron, where's the damn regular animals like bears and tigers and shit? Which book's that in?
monster manual
I didn't see him just now. I'll
should
check
be
it
in the
again.
back of the book.
Okay.
There's some in the back of the player's handbook too. Not many though.
Yeah,
Oh, that's probably where I can find it. I'm just trying to look for my wild shape.
gotcha.
And Cheyenne is
Sorry.
the other one they have.
So,
Cheyenne.
he goes, you're going to go ahead and report to the quartermaster. He's going to give you some basic goods to make sure you survive, at least your trip out to the Pale Keep. And
What?
you'll be given you guys will be sent on your way.
Perfect. Do I still have all of my weaponry and my tinkering kit and all that kind of stuff?
Okay, so you have your personal stuff, arms. They're basically held. You kind of have a rack, trunk at the end of your bed. So while you've been training, your personal effects have been kept there. So you're able to collect those and then report to the quartermaster.
Perfect. Do we have any sort of uniform, or are we wearing our normal clothing?
Right now, you're kind of been wearing your normal clothing.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect.
All right. So once you guys have gathered your personal effects, you head down to the quartermaster, and he kind of hands you guys each like a wrapped bundle. When you open and look at it first, it's a fur cloak that's like wrapped around like a stack of clothing and some goods, and then wrapped up in twine. So inside that, you guys have a like a fur coat. It's gonna like a fur cloak. You got some heavy grayish brown like clothing that's more for winter travel. Since you're up here, so it's a lot of furs, a lot of heavy leathers. This clothing really is designed to keep you from freezing to death.
Yeah. Which I will definitely put on right away.
Right.
Because I'm from the freaking desert.
Yeah, you're up here going, what the fuck are we in this ship? God damn it, freezing my ass off.
Why does the air hurt my face?
Why do I live in an a place where the air hurts?
Yeah, I'll kind of tend to kind of follow or listen to more the druid than the dwarves, because he's more similar to my my society's hierarchy. We respect nature and all that kind of stuff as well. So
okay, so are you guys gonna get that? You guys have a little bit of different. You get your clothing, you got your goods. You also get about a week's worth of food of rations and a couple of wineskins.
perfect.
The wineskins actually do have wine in them because.
I was gonna say yes.
Well, the reason why is they don't need the. It's so cold. If you do just water, it will freeze solid. So.
All right.
So you guys got your equipment. One of the guys instructs you. He goes, "All right. So you're gonna head north along the mountain pass, keeping the mountains to your left. At that point, you guys will pass through the plains, and then you'll start to come to a forest of frozen trees. It's called the Forest of Ice. You won't see any living thing on that, but when you see that, you're getting pretty close to where the Pale Tower is. When you see the Pale Tower, you'll know it's a big white tower.
It's a pale tower.
He goes, now, the thing is, to keep it conscious is, while you're out there, the frost wolves do hunt and live in that area. So it's good to keep an eye out at all times. You do not want to have any point which do not have a watch, because these things are intelligent and they're vicious.
Okay. How much, as far as my ammunition and supplies for that go? Because I have the tinkering kit, but I'm assuming I have the materials to make more bullets.
You have the ability to, but right now you don't have a whole lot of the material. You'll actually have to keep. So right now you have about, I'd say about 20 shots.
Okay. That's what's
Yep, and then you have to actually come back because you're out in the wild. You're not going to have the ability to really, at this time at least, sit down and craft and make new bullets.
Okay. That's should be more than enough. I still have my sword, so that should be good.
So, heading on your guys' way. All right, so you guys kind of get your stuff go. They open the gates to the north. Immediately, once you guys kind of head out, you feel the biting cold just automatically start to dig in.
As we start to head out, I'll hold my hand out and see if anybody else wants a berry.
I immediately swipe said berry.
I'll grab one as well.
Yeah,
It gives
sure, why
you
not?
full nourishment for the next 12 hours after eating one.
Ooh.
Yeah, why not? Screw it.
Yeah.
And
Good.
I
And if
stroke
you
my
just
beard
ate
and
and
rub
you don't
my
wanna
belly at
eat
the
it
same time while chewing
right away,
berry.
you can put it away. They last for 24 hours before they go away. And we saw 5 more of them.
Go.
Cool.
I'll
Saves
I'll
on
have it
rations,
for-
which is nice.
I'll
Yeah.
have it for second breakfast.
There you go. Well, it will fill you up for fucking secondsies, thirdsies, and fourthsies.
Gotta love magic, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have been given your basic equipment. You got your stuff on you, and you guys have headed out of the keep of Voidenheim. So first, as you guys kind of head out, head north. The first day, first part of the day is actually pretty calm. The cold is there, but the weather isn't too bad. It's snowfall, but it's a fairly light snowfall. The ground is frozen hard, so you're not like you're stepping through feet like a foot of snow as you're trying to move along. Around here, since the keep has been so active, you notice that there's very little animal or monster activity. You'll see a couple, elk or other animals about, foxes, rabbits, or such, in the distance, but they keep their distance from you as you guys trudge along the mountains. So as you guys are going, daytime hasn't been any problem. It's been relatively peaceful and quiet. But you guys notice that as you're going, the night begins to start to fall on you guys, and at that point, you notice that the night out here is eerily quiet, but it does have that harsh wind that begins to pick up. So you guys need to find a spot where you can set up camp for the night, rather than try to just stay out in the open with the cold winds of the north.
Would a survival check help us find possibly a cave or some sort of shelter?
Roll it.
All right. That wasn't good. 9 total.
Okay, so you guys are going, you're kind of searching around. You're completely outside your element. So where you're used to the deserts and the dunes where you would normally be able to look, your natural skills are kind of lacking.
Yeah,
the jagged north.
Yeah,
As he kind of looks around confused, being the druid who that's up until getting stuck up here, that's all I did was live in the wild constantly.
Mhm.
I'll see if I can't figure out, looking the way the wind's blowing, the snowdrift, is if there's anything that we can butt up against to have the blow go over the top of us, make a survival check on it.
Okay.
15 for me.
Okay. So as you're looking around, you actually notice that he was actually pretty close to an area which you guys could use as an outcropping. Being at the base of the mountains, you notice there was a couple large rock outcroppings that actually kind of make for almost a rather nice area that you guys can use to block the wind and the snow. The snowdrift had kind of laid in front of it and wrapped around, creating like a snowdrift hill, which had totally blocked his view. So you guys realize that you guys can get back around that and use that for the night as a shelter.
My survival skills are normally a lot better, guys, but my brain's going, fuck, it's cold.
I
Okay.
have like 1 hour to take photos.
So, yeah, you guys kind of head back as you get to set up. You got the little outcropping. You can see the rocks here. Kind of a place that you guys can actually set up a bit of a fire if need be. Natural elements, though, you notice that there's not many trees around here. Ground is sparse. It doesn't really give you anything for kindling that you have available to you. So kind of forming a fire is going to be a bit difficult at the moment.
Would Explorer's Pack have anything in it, like some sort of...
Flint
it would have,
tinder?
I guess, it would have the flint and tinder, but no wood to light, basically, is the problem. Okay.
Am I allowed to cast Sacred Flame on a piece of wood?
Yeah? But you lack the
the-
wood.
Oh. I was about to say that because the piece of wood would also have to make a dexterity saving throw.
It would fail.
It would absolutely fail that.
Yeah, no, but the problem is you're lacking material to actually burn.
Okay.
'Cause
Can I
there-
do a nature check to see if there is something else that is flammable nearby?
Go ahead, yeah.
One of the foxes probably burn pretty well.
+1, I rolled a 12.
All right, as you're looking around, you're just finding rock, snow, not really finding anything that's going to give you any long time, anything that would burn and actually generate and hold the fire.
Let's see. Does anybody know how to build an igloo? I don't.
All right. See here, my character looks over to the druid, and I walk up to him and say, "Hey, you. My name is Gille. You look like you're pretty much in your element here. How do you suppose we get out of this cold weather and stay a little warm?"
My furball will just kind of smirk at you. He's gonna sling his weapon on his back, his quarterstaff, and I'm gonna use wild shape and shift into a snow leopard, so that I'm nice and warm. And then I'd
Druid
like to
asshole.
hold on. And then I'd like to use sense of smell, which I have a bonus to all perception checks with it. Bound off into the snow and see if I can, smell anything, wood or anything other than just the snow, since it's the natural element we're in now for that type of an animal. And I have bonus on that perception to see if I can find any old trees or something that may be growing when it's not just full frigid winter time.
Okay.
He has a wooden quarterstaff. I'm just saying.
And you have gunpowder we can stick up your nose and light.
Yeah, I'd burn for about 5 seconds. That's right. Move your camera, chicken. Oh.
Nat 20 and Nat 1. Thank God.
Advantage. All right.
So I take it I found some wood.
Actually, yeah, you actually head up into the mountains a little bit. Probably about a good 10-minute run as a snow leopard. And you kind of come across this outlook where the actual mountain ridges had actually created a natural barrier. And you find about 3 or 4 old evergreen trees that are kind of grown up there. And actually, you can see that, there's you could actually, pull the pine needles and such, as well as you could, if you have an axe or such, you guys can actually, fell a tree and get the wood.
I have throwing axes. I guess those. Could
Does it look like the shelter up here by these trees would be a little bit better? Like we could make a makeshift wall using like some of our blankets or our tents from our adventurers kits?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will backtrack to everybody else.
That's a snow leopard. Get it.
It's coming right for us.
It's coming right for us.
When I get back, I'll let them know I found the old oak trees, and we can actually use them to set up actual proper shelter. And there's enough up there we can start a good campfire to keep warm for the evening and not freeze on the mountainside as we're passing through. And then just nod at the dwarf with one eye.
Yes, that one I think's freaking my character out. I'm just saying.
There's a reason my charisma is 9.
Hey, guys, do you want to go up to this hill and kill the entire ecosystem that's left here? Get rid of all the rest of these trees?
They're already dead.
Oh.
Good kitty. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, so you guys take the trek up there. It's actually not that hard, especially with the druid leading the path. And you get up to the area, kind of crest over into this little like stone valley, and you see the trees there. You guys realize that you can kind of butt right up against the rocks, actually, and that's going to block the harsh wind from hitting you. And
Doesn't
then
this horse pack have a tent?
does not.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, it just has bedrolls and blankets, so I'll have to...
Make something.
Yeah, you have to lash some of the blankets together on there.
Make a lean.
And then just use the bedroll and huddle close to the fire.
Okay.
So, you guys, since you guys know what you're doing when it comes to like setting up a camp, because you guys have adventured and such beforehand, yeah, it doesn't take you too long to get a camp set up. You fell one of the old trees, gather the wood up, and before long, you guys kind of have a fire set up. You got some warmth going on, and you guys are outside of the wind. And so, about this point, though, it is pitch black out. Well, it's not pitch; it's dark because you're not getting any light. But you guys notice you get the stars, and then you guys can see, if you kind of peek around and look out around the mountain, you can see like the northern lights in the sky, which is actually giving a little bit of light, so you can actually see in the distance. But you also know that where your the fire can also attract attention because that's going to give off a light that's different from the surrounding.
All right. So before we finish making camp, I set up a makeshift trap using well, I said trap, but I meant alarm using string and bell that's strings and a bell that's included in my burglar's kit.
Okay. So you can make a little perimeter alarm.
A perimeter alarm. That is correct.
How long are the watch shifts when we do watch?
You notice for here because it is going to be a because you're in the north, longer nights. It's going to be about 12 hours before it's light again. So with each of you, you're looking at about a 3-hour watch.
Okay. I'll do third watch. If everybody's cool with that one, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to go cat form one more time just to stalk the area. But then I need a short rest before I can do it anymore. And that'll give me plenty of time to get both charges back, and I can watch easier in cat form than I can for bulk form.
I'll take first watch because I'll want to get warm as quickly as possible and sleep through most of the night.
How many watches do we need again?
Well, everybody will have to take a single watch. It'll be 4 3-hour watches to make it through the night.
I'll take second watch.
All right, I guess I'm taking the rear.
All right. You guys can all set up and get ready to crash out for the night.
I did that quick patrol beforehand, before crashing out, using my last charge before I get my short rest.
Okay.
Edge,
So I need you to roll
your
perception
bedroll is at
while you're out there scouting the area.
How many times do you want it rolled? And I'm sniffing.
Okay. Roll twice with advantage.
and a few times you'll do a smell check in D&D. Ed, your bedroll in the camp is at grid A1. Just so you know.
Okay. Are we looking at a specific grid somewhere?
No.
You're being a smartass. Oh, I see.
And Baron, I'm using the stats for Panther for it because that's the closest thing I can find. If that's
Gotcha.
cool with you.
That's fine.
Okay. And then I also am skilled in it. So the first one is a 24.
Okay.
God damn.
Well, I've got perception as an actual skill. My two skills, I took nature and perception. And the second one is a 22.
Okay. So
My passive perception is 16.
Gotcha. Yeah, as you're out there and you're sitting in the area, you notice that as you're kind of higher up on the ridge above everything, you do catch a scent that you're unfamiliar with.
Like I haven't smelt it often, or I've never smelt it
You've
at
never
all.
smelt it before. So it definitely, the closest thing you could probably connect it to is like a wet dog, but had a much more of like a musk to it.
Looking for wolves.
Can I make a nature check to see if I can try and figure out maybe from a story? Well, I've never smelt it before, but just what it reminds me of. Maybe if it like ties into some story I may have heard before.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. Yep, smells like wet dog. It was a 12. I'm pretty sure 12 is not going to discern something that I'm not sure what the fuck it is.
Yeah, no, you're like, okay, but yeah, you
Can I get an idea of which direction the smell's coming from? Do I smell like it's something that's passed through, or am I downwind of it?
It's something that's passed through. I would say though, your natural instincts that come from being in the cat form definitely feel sense of it as being dangerous. Like it puts the animal into like a sense of an alert.
Can I don't want to go a big area, just like maybe a 20-foot circle.
Mhm.
Do a quick survival check to see if I can figure out, maybe it went east-west or north-south or the directions it was passing. So when I come back, whoever's on first and second watch, I can be like, hey, shit was passing through, going from that way to that way. Keep an eye out specifically in those directions because something could come from either way.
Gotcha. Yes.
Okay. Oh, there we go. For survival, 23.
Nice. So yeah, you noticed that it was headed up the mountain at like a 45, so it was climbing the mountain, heading upwards.
So it's either going up or down. I don't know
exactly.
which way. Okay. Cool. I'll come back to camp then, because I was only want to stay out for about a half hour tracking.
Okay.
While he was out and about, I was working on or attempting to build some sort of a large lean-to block the wind.
Okay.
Some sort of shelter more than just the rocks. And so
Gotcha.
it could also kind of hold in the fire. I don't know if you want me to roll survival for that or.
Yeah, roll survival for that.
Okay. Oh, that's better. 18.
Yeah, so you guys, actually, with having felled one of the trees and busted off some of the branches, using the blankets, you're actually able to create a pretty actual stable lean-to.
Okay.
To give everybody kind of a way to get out, and you kind of push the snow out of the way and built an area that you kind of can almost like a nest almost, or you can kind of sit down closer to the ground and have a little bit more warmth held in.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right.
So everybody else is
Nah.
kind of getting ready to sleep, and so you were taking first watch.
I am.
I need you to roll a 20-sider 3 times.
20-sider 3 times. I have a feeling this is a random encounter table.
Don't fuck it up.
You want just the natural roll?
Yeah.
Okay, 4,
Okay.
Was he
7,
making perception or
and,
encounter?
and 15.
I
Okay.
told you not to fuck it up.
He's good. So, yeah, no, you go through. You do notice that, like early in, you hear. Everybody else is kind of sleeping. It's quiet. You hear the wind. You hear what you think is probably an animal outside the perimeter. Probably checking out because of the glow of the fire and the smells coming from the burning coals and such inside there. So it
Can I
seems to
use
attract-
maybe a combination either survival or perception check to try and determine if it's canine, elk, bear, large, small, that kind of general stuff?
Yeah, you could roll perception.
Okay. Yeah, that was bad. Natural 1.
Okay. You have no
So,
idea what it
well-
was. It stayed outside your vision. It didn't come close enough.
I think it's the wind. It had to have been the wind. All right. I'm really
Sure.
tired and cold. I'm basically I was like trying to perceive, and then my brain was like, "Fuck, it's cold."
Right. All right. So you crash out, and who's second watch?
That would be me.
All right. I need you to roll 20-sider 3 times.
20-sider 3 times. All right. That's a 3, a 15,
We're getting
There we
eaten in
go.
our sleep.
and a 2.
Okay. So I need
That
you to
two's what
roll
did us.
perception check.
Oh, see,
All right.
look what he did. Look
All right.
what
I have dark vision,
Okay. So I'm going to give
Or-
you advantage on this.
and my perception because I'm trained in it. Okay. I'm gonna roll. 14 plus 5, 19.
Okay. So as
Was
you're
that with your advantage?
Oh wait, that's right. I gotta roll it twice for advantage. 19 was the best.
Okay, gotcha. So give me one moment. My monster manual's not here. Let me grab it upstairs real quick. Yeah,
Um,
you have an encounter.
Just use the one that's on the drive. Or not.
Thanks for fucking it up, Stamps.
yeah, way to fuck it up. God damn it, Stamps. Knock it
It's
the fuck
called
off.
an adventure, not a camping trip.
That's called an adventure. That's funny.
I take it you're listening through the speaker, sir, because he just heard it as he was walking by.
No, he heard me say it.
Uh,
I'm on the headphones. We're all gonna die.
I'm good. Y'all are fucked.
I'm
Because
saving.
I almost have
Okay.
Stamps level stealth if I go cat form. Stamps, what's your bonus to stealth?
Bonus to stealth. Let's see here. I keep looking at my other D&D sheet. I gotta put this away. There we go. Stealth. Bonus 5. Total 5.
Really? What's your dexterity?
17.
Oh, I thought. Oh, that's right. We didn't get you an 18. The best we rolled was a 17.
Mhm.
So I'm better than you at stealth then, because I'm a +6 in cat form.
+3.
Well, that's all right. You're mainly acting as our scout right now, anyways.
I'm a 0.
Well, and what helps too is I also have Pass Without a Trace for us, so I can give everybody plus 10
Oh, nice,
to their stealth checks when we're moving.
nice.
Yeah, so spells, just so you guys know what I have. I've got Poison Spray, Shillelagh, which is only works really on my weapon. Produce Flame, so I can make fire in my hand, and I can even throw it if I want to as a ranged attack.
Hey, wait, guys.
Healing Word to help
Ooh.
out Edge with heals, so he's not the only one. Entangle, Fairy Fire, which is really good for giving everybody advantage on stabbing a bitch. Good Berries, and then Heat Metal, and if I really want to be a dick, Moonbeam.
Yeah, I'm really gonna need that stealth helper because I'm wearing scale armor, so I already naturally roll at disadvantage on stealth.
Guys, I think I saw what page he was on the monster manual when he walked by. This isn't good.
It's not good.
Yeah, Siphon the Black bad. No.
Not at this fucking level. He's not that big of a dick. We're not playing Warhammer.
Right.
It's a Yeti.
It's a Yeti.
It's a vampire lord.
Warhammer, where a
it's
goblin
no,
can
it
kill you
but-
smells
with
like a
one
wet
hand.
dog, remember?
But the quirk is that it's the Yeti from Monsters Inc.
And he's got slushies.
He's got slushies.
He's got lemon flavored slushies.
Oh yeah, I also have invisibility. I can cast on one of you, or as a furbolg, I can just instantly turn invisible once per short rest.
Nice. That's gonna
Like,
help.
oh god, and I can do it as a bonus action. I just yell shit, and I disappear on you guys. Because I'm an asshole.
Okay, so as you're kind of sitting there, in you hear some noise, and you kind of look out. You catch the fur of a white creature that, best you could say, it looks like a like almost like a primal. human.
Sasquatch.
So what you see is that fucker.
It looks like this.
All right.
Nice. And
Quack,
he's
quack
sniffing
off.
at the air, and you see that he's looking right at you, past some of the trees, and you definitely can tell he's scoping out the area at the moment for what's going on, and you realize that he hasn't noticed yet that you've noticed him.
All right. I would like to let's see here. What would I use here?
Not gonna wake us
I
up.
want to try. No, I want to figure out like if there's a way I can figure out what if I happen to know what it is. I think it'd be nature. I'm not trained in nature, but can I roll to see if I kind of know what it is?
What?
Yeah, that'd be a
Nature
nature check.
Yeah,
Can I do a nature check?
yeah. I mean, also, well, you can use the skills that you're trained in.
Okay, I can only use the skills I'm trained in.
Yes, for skill checks.
All right, let's see here.
But if you can give me a reason why you'd be able to use that skill.
You can use it, you just don't get your proficiency bonuses in it, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a general knowledge thing. It's just like, okay, is this something that I
Yeah,
would?
you can use your skills. You just don't get your proficiency bonus. Being trained in it gives you the proficient. You're proficient in it, but nature's like, I've seen a motherfucking bird.
Your cutoff zone.
I'm gonna
Or
say
hit-
though, because you are not
Yes.
in an area that you're familiar with, and you're more
Disadvantage.
disadvantage on this roll.
All right, I'll take a shot. Take a stab.
And you have to be blindfolded when you look at it.
It ain't fucking a Medusa, dude.
Well, with a disadvantage, it's a 6. So
Okay, you're like, it's a fucking hairy goddamn white beast.
all right.
At your best, you would probably think it was something like a frost troll. Be like
How far away is it?
right now, it is a good probably about 40, 50 feet away, partially obscured by the trees.
All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go and shake up the druid, see if he wakes up.
Are you still in cat form? Do you come out like?
No, by this long, I won't be in cat form still. I can only hold it for an hour and a half at a time at this level. Because I'm not a wild shape druid, I'm a druid of the land.
I
Yeah.
just give him a good shake so he wakes up, and then when he wakes up, I kind of like point in the direction. I mean, and let him know, and like whisper to him that I see a hairy humanoid figure.
As you're kind of like pointing over at it,
Coming
it
from a dwarf, that's pretty.
notices that you're pointing at it. At which point, you
It's
see
like me.
it like leaps past the trees and hits the snow, but it is like like a cat. Like it's almost silent when it hits. It doesn't really put off any noise, and I mean it's hauling straight at you.
Is this a humanoid or an animal?
It is a humanoid.
Okay.
Does he set off the bell?
He actually leapt over the bell trap.
God damn it!
Great job on the bell trap there, Stamps. you get us spotted, and the bell trap was
Now,
fucked up.
for those who are awake now, I need you to also roll perception.
22.
Okay.
Are we all awake or?
No, the two of you are still
Just
still
the two of-
asleep.
We're still
Oh yeah, I'm sleeping, so my roll ain't gonna fucking help.
How close are they to me?
I rolled a 21.
Okay, well, you guys both realize that there are they, not just the one. So,
Oh, fuck.
as you notice that you're sitting there from the other side, kind of up above the camp area, there was one that was creeping down, and so as you're kind of wake up, the druid, he kind of looks up and sees it overhead, like getting ready to pounce, as the one that's charging is basically trying to grab your attention.
So
Right.
since I
I'm gonna
see
die
the
in my
other one,
sleep,
can
aren't
I
I?
take a quick action at it?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second. I want to check that ability. Because it's quicker to look it up this way. What's in my spell book? Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, can I take an action as well?
Yes, you can actually, because these things are rushing right now, so I'm going to give you guys each, because you did get the perception on that, and so it didn't
All right.
surprise you.
I
Good.
yell, "Wake up! Wake up! Defend yourselves!"
All right, so educator, roll me a 20-sider.
I am going
Yeah.
See
to
if we can
point
wake the
at
fuck
the one
up,
that
are
was
you
trying to
serious?
sneak up on us, Baron,
Yeah?
11.
and cast Entangle.
Okay.
So he needs to make a it's strength. Make a strength save against 14.
Okay.
I got an 11, by the way.
It, as the rope vines come up there, it pops. Kidder, you wake up.
I pull my gun out of the holster, like aim it in the general region
Wait,
of.
so you want me to roll a 20-sider or
Yep.
add anything to it?
No, this is just 20-sider to see if you wake up.
Oh, okay. Here we go. 2.
You are still asleep. He's like, wake up, fuckers, y'all. Just fucking out.
Sleeping.
He had a couple drinks. He had a nightcap before he went out.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck's good? Do I see the snow thingy?
Yeah, so you see the one, you wake up, you're like, oh, you see the one running.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot it. That would be my instinct. Just
Gotta
like
roll initiative.
bam. Let me roll initiative.
Yeah, everybody gonna need to roll initiative.
Even the sleeping dwarf.
Even Snoozy.
22 on initiative.
12.
I think one of you bitches should just fucking kick me instead of yelling.
Once I realize that you're asleep, yeah, I'll kick you.
Shit.
You'll hear my gunshot. I'm about to fire a gun next to you.
My
Oh, wait.
initiative is 1.
I ended up rolling 11 on initiative.
I rolled
I
a
got a
natural
12.
1, and I don't have a bonus, so 1.
Alright.
I'm
you're
off to a
sleeping.
fucking fantastic fucking start.
Damn, so you got what?
It's a great dream.
You're getting it out of the way.
You dreamed of large women, but my gunshot will
Stamps
probably
had 11.
Okay, and Kidder,
22.
22, and 3.
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah, Pistol Pete's going first.
Right, and 18 for the one that's charging, and 2 for the one that's just busting out of the vines. So that held it up. So, like you said, Pistol Pete, you are up first.
I'll use a grit point to get advantage on this roll.
Okay.
If
Thank
we
God
can get
thank
them
God I
within
did.
20 feet of each other, I can give you guys continuous advantage on them.
I got a 10 to hit him with advantage.
That is a miss.
But the
So you
gun
gotta-
goes off, so
you,
Fletch
as
is
you
probably
basically,
awake.
it says charging, and like it's as you guys are coming in, you pull your gun and go to fire. Right as you fire, it like just feints. It just pops to the left as a quick hop, as your shot goes right past it.
Probably groggy
Edge,
too.
wake up.
Blam!
What the fuck's going on?
This is you're a bagoosh. This shot go off, so you wake wide the fuck up.
Okay.
You're like,
I'm
the
up.
fuck. All right. Next was the charging beast. Since Gator did fire at it and proved himself to be the immediate threat, it is going to claw at him.
Since I didn't move, can I pull my sword as my free action?
Yes.
Okay.
You should have disengaged as a bonus action. Oh wait, no, that's rogue. You don't get that. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, no,
think.
I'm a fighter. So I figured I'd have my sword in one hand.
I'm a
gun in the
fighter,
Okay.
not a lover.
So as you kind of get up there, you fire. It comes up to you and it tries to rake you. Oh, his two massive claws.
Did he just say
You-
rake or rape?
Rake.
Both.
Okay.
Little column A, little
Checking.
You basically you kind of pop and dodge and weave a little bit, and just kind of step out of its strike. You see this. Notice that when it comes in close, the fire seems to have fucked with its view a bit. There's the brightness, so it seems to have a bit of a aversion, like it turned its head away, so it wasn't getting the light directly into its eyes.
Hmm.
I'm about to wreck shit.
What was that, Snoozy?
So next,
Oh,
Grigor,
you just wait until I get my turn.
you
I'm
are
dreaming
up.
of giant snow beasts.
I'm up.
Yep, you're up.
How close together are they? Are they within 20 feet of each other?
No, they're about 35 feet apart because the one's still up above. It was busting out of the vines, so it hasn't had a chance to actually jump down and engage.
Based on our positioning where we are,
Mhm.
if it hops down, will they be within 20 cubic feet of each other?
Oh yeah, they'll be within
Okay.
10, 15 feet of each other.
Perfect. Then the one that's still standing in front of me, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Covers a 20 cubic area, so when that other idiot enters it, it'll get it on him, and he'll start glowing, and it'll be on the one that is currently in it. If he fails his difficulty 14 dexterity check.
Okay. Let's take a look here. This one's Dex.
He leaped 30 feet. I think.
So the
his
one that you
dexterity's
cast it
pretty high.
on made its dex save.
Saw
Okay.
that coming.
So as you're like fairy fire, it doesn't know what you're casting, but it sees that the fairy fire, since it has a light to it, it leapt back, disengaging from direct contact with Gator. So it jumped back about 5 feet.
Well, it also says objects, so could I make some of the objects be the snow it's standing in?
Can't burn snow, dumbass.
No, Fairy Fire doesn't burn.
Oh.
It just gives it a glow. I mean, you could actually give the snow around you 20-foot area a glow.
Yeah, so when it moves, the snow's going to kick up on it, and then it'll have the glow on it inadvertently, was my thought.
Gotcha. But if any of you move, the same effect.
Well, that's why we don't move into it. We let them move out of it to us, so they have the effect.
It's on top of me.
Yeah, it was within 3 to 5 feet of Gator, so it's in the camp. So if any of you move, it will kick up on you.
Yeah,
Alright.
it just tried to swipe at me. So
Okay,
it's close.
just don't move forward.
There goes
Actually,
my
sorry.
acrobatics check.
Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is outlined. So I wouldn't catch Gator in it. The other one wouldn't get hit. It would just be him from the snow that's on him.
It just gives
Okay.
me a glow. I'll glow. Fuck it.
No, he focused it on the creature.
No,
Okay.
because now, while it's glowing, concentration up to 1 minute, you will all have advantage on all attacks against it.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to glow.
But
You don't want fucking
but
fairy
it's
dust
not
on you.
glowing because it didn't.
Yeah,
It's safe. It's safe.
but the snow is, so as soon as it moves, the snow will kick up onto it, and that's my hope. Because the snow will stay glowing.
Glow
If
is
any
don't
of you
move
move into
forward.
melee with it,
Yeah,
You
let
will.
it come to you.
We'll have a gun for a reason. I got 5 more shots.
okay. So then up next after him is Stamps.
Taking a shit.
Okay. So after that is you taking a shit?
Stamps, you taking a shit? I heard a thump on the mic.
Yeah.
Stamps. Get off the pot. Oh, I hear him.
Stamps.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, Stamps, it is your action.
All right, so the creature's got fairy fire on him. Which one? Which creature am I closest to?
The one that just tried to rake Cater and let back about 5 feet. So it's a good about 10 feet from where you're at right now.
All right, let's see here. What do I want to do?
Who is giving head to their microphone?
That'd be Stamps. He's deep throating it.
Let me move the mic away further away. All right. I pull out my bow and arrow.
Mhm.
And will there be? It depends on the DM. If it's in melee range with
No, it is not. It actually jumped back. It disengaged from combat from the attack.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and take a bow shot at him.
Okay.
Wait, actually, yeah, I'll take a bow shot at him.
All right. Roll to hit.
All right, rolling.
Don't botch this. I'm nearby.
Oh, it ain't botched, but I'm pretty sure I missed. See here. Nah, there's no way I'm hidden.
Would you roll with your
Dexterity.
dex bonus?
Yeah, it's 8 total.
Yep. So as you fire off the shot, it kind of ducks down a little bit. The arrow goes past it.
All right,
We gotta
I'm
hit
gonna
We gotta hit this thing, guys.
I'm gonna have to switch to my other 20-sider.
Well, and is that with advantage? Oh wait, never mind.
Oh,
He
yeah.
hasn't moved for the snow to kick up yet.
Yep.
Damn it.
All right. At this point, the one up top has broken free from the entanglement and is leaping down on the group. So I'm going to go here, left to right on the D4. It is leaping down at edge.
Yeah.
I mean, damn it. Poor Edge.
Did it land in the glowy snow?
We're going to find out. Edge, what's your AC?
16.
All right, it missed you. So as you're then you kind of up to the side a little bit. It lands, boom, face into it lands hands and feet on the snow. Now see here, Dex 14 does not make it, so it is now poof up, and you see that the outline of this creature is now glowing.
Ooh, it's sparkly glowy.
This
All
game
right.
brought to you by Monster. Sponsorships always encouraged.
Your screen froze when that happened, so all we saw was a blur. So we didn't see the can. You failed at your endorsement. There we go.
And Rockstar.
I do that all the time when I'm on stream too, being a smartass.
If you want to sponsor me, Monster, I'm here. All right, so up next is Edge.
All right. So I got this big glowing thing in front of me, right?
Oh yeah, it's like you can reach out and touch it.
It's pink, right?
Well,
Alright,
it's
so-
fairy fire.
So this thing it didn't like light, right? It's I guess afraid of light, or
It seemed like the light didn't hurt it, but it was definitely it bothered it. It didn't like the bright light.
okay. So you can verify that I have this spell because it's on my character sheet that I gave to you.
Mhm.
I touch the tip of my warhammer and I cast light on it.
Okay.
So my entire warhammer is shining bright, like a beacon of hope.
Okay.
And I hold that bitch up high and I yell right in its face.
Just "Rah!"
Yeah.
Okay.
We're coming back
So
with some
that-
of these things pelts. I swear to God.
So it gives me a bright light for a 20-foot radius, and then dim light for an additional 20 on top of that. So everything 40 feet is lit up
Okay.
around me.
So yeah, it definitely seems to recoil a bit. I mean, it hasn't staved it off at all. It reeled back. Like you could tell, it's like trying to avert its eyes from the glow of the warhammer.
Okay. Do I notice if any of the other creatures react the same way?
Yeah, you notice the other one when the light pops off, it does the exact same thing.
Okay. All right. So that counts as, I guess, as my action.
Mhm.
Would you let me tackle it?
And tackle it like a bull
Yeah.
rush.
Yeah.
Goddamn dwarves.
That was a cantrip, so
That's such a dwarf
yeah, you
move.
can use that as a movement. Yeah, you could try to bull rush it.
Was the
All right.
spell an action or a bonus action spell?
The
Wardens.
cantrip is just an action.
Then, actually, that's gonna be your action turn. So you can move, but you wouldn't be able to tackle.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna stare right at him and be like, "What?"
Okay. And so then it goes back to the top. Cater, you're up.
Okay, so one directly in front of me, the other one is over by Edge, which I'm assuming is probably 5-10 feet.
Yep.
Okay. Since Edge's light is averting that one, I'm going to go for the one dead ahead of me, and I'm going to use my last grit point to shoot it in the face.
Okay.
All right, so I have advantage on this roll. It's a 5 plus 3, so 8, and then the advantage. Oh, hello, that's a 13 plus 3, so 16.
Okay, that's a hit.
Yay! All right, I finally hit something. All right. So it's a D10 piercing. That's not a D10. That's a D6. All right. Let's try that again. 8.
Okay.
8 piercing to the face. And I believe I get a grit point back if I... Oh, no. If I kill it. I have to kill it.
Yep.
Got it.
All right. So you hit. You
Did
shoot
it-
off fire. You just hit rake across its cheek, splits the cheek wide open, but it's still very much alive.
Okay.
Okay, and then in turn, the creature is going to strike at you.
Uh,
A 10 is probably a miss on you.
yeah, I got an AC of 14.
All right, but that one definitely hits. That's going to be a
Question,
22.
the AC is specifically just from the armor, right? Do you get any other bonuses besides that?
Your dex bonus.
Okay, so plus 3, so I have a 17 AC.
Okay. So,
Do I still hit?
It still hits.
Uh,
Let me check.
Wait, so AC is your armor plus your dex bonus?
Depending on the armor, yes. It'll actually say in the book, like, leather is like 11 plus
Oh,
your dex.
that's right. Okay, that's right. Okay, never mind. All right.
That's right. It is. Wait. Leather is 11 or 14 plus your dex.
11.
No, leather is 11.
Okay. Okay, then never mind. I have 14 AC because I already counted my dex bonus.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, makes sense.
So you take, it rakes you across the chest, doing 6 points of damage.
Ow! No, I'm okay.
Okay. And then it is going to go ahead and go over to Krigor.
So where are they both standing in relation to me now?
So actually, one is off to your left, right at Edge's, next to Edge, and then one's right in the middle, about 10 feet away in the group, directly into melee with Cater. And both of them are now glowing because they did move forward and step into the snow.
I didn't move
Okay.
at all.
No, it moved.
They did.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
If
I
you
didn't
want to
move.
glow too, dude, it's your time to shine. I'm not going to
I
stop
don't
it.
want. No, I don't want to be sparkly. No sparkly glow. I can't really move because all the snow around me is, glowing. So I'm pretty much stuck stationary.
And I have my Wonder Hammer in the air too.
Wonder Hammer, I have the power. Sorry.
Okay, you said one standing off to my left, right, and
Yep.
one in front.
Correct.
Okay. How far away is the one to the left?
It's about 15 feet.
And the one next to Cater is only about 10 feet away because we're all
Right.
sleeping close to each other?
Yep.
All right, so that one's in range. So I will hold up my hand and blow into it, and a green mist is going to flow from it. He needs to make a Constitution save against a 14. It's poison damage.
Does not make it.
Okay, and then it will be. Make sure I'm grabbing the right die. I never fucking use D12s. I couldn't remember what the fuck it looked like for a minute. Is
The
it
one that
12
looks
or
like a 20, but it's not.
There's the 12. Okay, had to make sure it's actually a fucking 12 on this thing. And I got a 12 with it. So 12 points of poison damage in the face of the one fighting Cater.
Nice. It tells, you can tell it hits that, it just takes in a deep breath on accident, and it starts, you can tell it's like hacking, coughing,
My cut probably
kind of
helped.
recoiling a little bit.
The bullet wound on its cheek probably absorbed a little poison too. I'm just saying. I helped.
All right, Stamps, you're up.
All right, I attempt to fire another arrow at the creature that's next to D4.
Okay.
All right.
You're
Man,
shooting into melee? You brave son of a bitch.
I asked if there was going to be any penalties.
Well, it wasn't before. Now it's going to be a disadvantage shot.
All right, then I'll move in. And
No,
try,
it's a regular shot because he's glowing, so it negates my advantage I gave you on
Very true.
Fairy Fire.
That's
Ooh.
true. But
suck
if he
it.
botches this, does he hit me?
Oh yeah.
If he rolls like a double one or some shit. He's
Yeah,
rolling
I
a
rolled
double
one
one
or something like that.
Well, he doesn't get doubles; he just gets a straight die. So if he rolls a 1, I hope he shoots you in the ear.
Nah, I'm close enough to get into melee combat, right?
Oh yeah.
It was sparkly
Alright.
glowy.
All right, I'll move into melee combat, get behind the creature, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Bad place.
Oh.
Oh wait a minute. Will the
The
fairy
glowing
fire
stuff?
affect me as well?
Yes.
Oh no, hell no! I'm staying out over there. Nope, not getting in melee range. Sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my arrow shot.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Did
trying
everybody-
the other D20. Let's see if it gives me more luck.
Don't forget, there's another one standing off to the side that hasn't jumped in yet, too.
Oh no, it's going after Edge.
Oh, it is?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It missed.
Oh yeah.
It's
I picked,
recoiled because of the light.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna
sorry,
help-
it only has a 10-foot range on poison spray, so I couldn't reach it.
Well, I got bad news for you, man. My
Hmm?
rolls suck. It's a 12 total.
Just barely missed. So not botched. You just fire off. The arrow seems like almost hit it, but doesn't pierce its hide. And so the arrow hits the stick and then falls. Doesn't seem to bother it at all.
My dice
All
hate
right.
me.
And then it's going to go ahead and roll over to the monster that's at edge.
Bring
So
it.
It's going to take 2 swipes at him at disadvantage
Bring
because it's having trouble seeing. What's your AC?
16.
Miss. And miss. So it swipes, but you can tell because of the light, it's not getting a good look at you.
It just kind of bounces off my shield.
Yeah, so it's like it's coming across the armor and shield, but nothing's connecting on that. And then
Okay.
you get to follow up with your attack.
All right. I will just go straight up melee attack it.
Okay.
I'm assuming at advantage since it's blind.
Yep, and glowing.
All right. So natural
I-
20.
I wasted
Nice.
a grip point.
Yeah, I can't
And-
use my other big spell because I'll drop Fairy Fire if I do, and we don't want to drop Fairy Fire on these things.
So for
The
damage
roll
on the
is-
natural 20, you're going to get the max dice damage plus whatever you roll.
All right, so I'm rolling a d8. Do I add my damage bonus to my roll as well?
Yeah, after you do the dice, you add that to your
Yeah.
the max dice. So it's 8 plus whatever you roll, then your strength bonus.
Okay, so my normal roll plus 8.
Yep.
Plus the strength bonus.
All right. So I rolled a 2, so that's a 5 plus 8 for 13 damage. Bludgeoning.
No, because you're 8 plus the 2 you rolled, which is 10. What's your strength bonus?
3.
Okay, 13. Gotcha.
He are math good.
2 plus 2 is Jello.
And then, has anyone taken damage yet?
I have, but barely. I took a 6
Okay.
damage. Which, by the way, I wasted
Uh,
a grip point. I didn't need to use it to get advantage because I already had advantage with that gun.
Cater. You're up.
Yep.
No,
Oh.
actually, before that, I was going to ask Cater, what's your AC?
It's 14.
14. Okay. As my bonus action, I cast Shield of Faith on Cater.
Okay.
So, for up to 10 minutes, he will have a +2 bonus to AC.
Nice.
Sweet. They'll put me at 16, so we're tied.
Yep.
And since I am within melee range, I'm going to do a sideways slash towards the face neck area of this thing with my sword.
Okay.
So be standard dex bonus. God damn it! Nat 1.
Oh, drop your sword.
Just launch my sword and down the mountain or some shit, or hit somebody. Yeah, I hope I don't hit somebody else.
No. You basically swing. You basically flat blade the side of his arm,
Mm-hmm.
dealing no damage at all.
Twang.
Yeah, you're like, fuck!
Da.
All right, and so in turn, it looks right back at you.
Bad Yeti.
It goes to bite your face.
I'm gonna bite my face.
Aren't you glad I gave you that bonus AC?
That's a nat 20. I saw the smile on his face.
Oh, what a bitch!
Nat 20.
When the DM smiles, it's already too late.
He's also slightly blinded because he's glowing and his friend's glowing and the Warhammer, so he should be at disadvantage for that roll technically.
Still hits.
No, he's not.
Also, I just realized I was
The
at
fairy
advantage, I was
fires
at advantage
the
for that
lightning
for that swipe with my sword.
Yeah.
So I should have had to re-roll that one.
Well, you're lucky. So it did 9 damage on his bite as it comes down and just shanks into the armor on his shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, and then after that, it goes to Stamps.
All right, it's my turn.
How was his stamps? He had an 11. I had a 12.
Oh, sorry. You're
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
this.
it should be Krieger.
Krieger.
Didn't.
Fucker. How hurt does it look?
The one that's biting his bitten indicator actually looks pretty well wounded. It's bloodied. You can see fur's red. It has some cuts and bruises. It's definitely has taken some damage. It's not as limber as the one that's on edge.
Okay. So I'll move 5 feet to the side, not in glowy shit. So I'm within 10 feet of the one on edge,
Mhm.
and blow at it. So DC 14.
Yep.
Okay. Fuck. 2. 2 points of damage.
Hey,
All right.
it all adds up.
Now Stamps,
Yeah,
you're
it's
up.
not as good as the 12 as it was
All
last
right.
time.
I guess I gotta save D4, so I'm gonna actually
I'm fine.
He's all, save the elf! He's gonna die!
I'm fine. No, I'm fine.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna move into melee range,
Okay.
take a stab at it. I better freaking hit this time.
You have advantage, remember?
Oh, that's right. Roll it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's
I forget all this shit on my turn.
yeah, it's 22.
Hey, hits.
All right.
You gotta be a
So,
13.
It's a short sword. Let's see what's the short sword I have it on my character sheet here. That is a short sword. No, sorry, it's a rapier.
Okay.
1d8.
All right.
So 1d8. 7 plus dex bonus. Is it? Do you add proficiency to the bonus damage?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
No.
So 7 plus 3 dexterity, so it's 10 damage.
Okay.
All right, and then since I'm a rogue, you get the sneak attack feature as long as it's as long as there's another enemy within 5 feet of it. So that's a 1d6 extra damage.
Right. Because you just sneak attack because it is flanked.
Yeah. Where the hell did I put my? There it is. Ooh, it's 6.
Oh, nice.
Stab it in the balls.
I think I did.
Now, did you swing with advantage?
Yeah.
Did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, always make sure you swing with
first-
advantage for a
first-
chance to
My first
crit.
roll was a miss. It was
Ah.
pretty bad.
All right. So
Swing at a potato.
Stamps is the monster on edge.
That was the monster that was on D4.
Yep.
All right, and then
No, he's
as
saying
my
next.
I have a bonus action
Okay.
for a rogue. Like I can make a disengagement
Okay.
ability as a free action.
You're gonna
I choose to disengage from it.
Okay.
Pop in, stab, jump out, let it slap the elf again.
Pretty much.
I like your style.
All right. So one on edge is gonna go ahead and try to strike him. So Miss. And miss. All right, and Edge, you are up.
Okay. Am I able? Is it possible for me to stay in melee range of the one in front of me and get into melee range of Cater?
You want to stab me?
No.
Okay. I'm sure.
Yes, you could. You can, but you'd have to move past the one you're dealing with to step around, so it would get an attack of opportunity on you. So it is at disadvantage still. So
Okay. How hurt are you, Cater? How many hit points are you down?
I'm down to 51 out of 66, so I'm good.
Okay. All right then. So
Remember,
no,
I'm the fighter. I'm supposed to take hits.
No, yeah, I was trying to maneuver to get in for my good heal, but I have to be able to touch you for that.
I'm good.
what was you touching? Touch his soul.
You can touch him anyways.
Oh, I touch him.
Touch your work smells funny.
I'm just gonna do another melee. I'm just gonna try to swing at this thing's head with my
Okay.
hammer again. So
Swing.
It's hammer time.
you would not believe me if I said a nat 20 again.
I believe you.
All right, yeah, I got a nat 20 again.
Okay. It's when you get to like the 5th or 6th nat 20 in a row, I start to question.
You need to drop ship me that dice.
All right,
He's like, I printed it out myself.
Tray.
I'm actually
You can send me
using one
the
of those
dice.
big LED dice that it lights up on a 20.
Oh, I have 2 of those.
Yeah, that's what I use for mine. All right, so for damage, I rolled a 7 plus 3. That's 10, 18 damage.
Nice.
And I just stay put.
Okay. At the top, Cater, you're the one that's directly in front of you now.
Does it look like it's pretty wounded?
Yeah, it actually looks like it's pretty fucked up.
All right. Well, I want to get the kill blow with my gun, so I get my good points back. So I'm gonna shoot it in the face area.
Okay. Since you are in point blank range, it would normally be a disadvantage. But because it has glowing, you have advantage, so it's going to be just a straight your normal dice roll.
Okay. Would you believe me if I said a nat 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
with your
plus.
rolling,
It's
yeah.
plus. It's plus 3. I'm switching dice right now.
What's your misfire on your gun?
My
Oh,
misfire is fuck you. Give me a second. I gotta look. I think it's 2.
I believe
Pretty
it's
sure.
right.
I'm pretty sure it's 2. I could be wrong, but I
What are
doubt.
you shooting?
The pepper box.
Misfires on the 2.
All
Son
right.
of mother
So
whore
you got
bitch.
you go to fire, it's all just jams up. It's gonna take a
I'm glad
full
somebody
round.
else's rolls is worse than mine.
It's fucking good.
This is gonna suck for you, Cater, because at this point it goes into a wounded fury. So,
Fury.
so he has advantage on his attack rolls. Does extra damage.
But he's blinded, so he has disadvantage. So he'd just get natural rolls, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Just like me. Okay. Just making sure.
That's a hit. It's a 19 on the die. So it is gonna go ahead and do its.
Kick in the teeth attack. Here comes the rape with a little bow.
12 damage.
Okay.
So he
I'm like,
just,
"Ow,
just
bitch."
tears into you.
I say, "Ow, bitch." So 12, you said?
Let's be honest. You really yelled, "Damn it, Stamps!"
Damn it, Stamps! Knock it the fuck off, Stamps.
Dude, James, I hate you guys.
Do something.
All right.
Go.
Up next is then Krigor.
So he's in a fit of anger,
Yeah,
face
you know, it's just saying,
rapiness.
yeah, it's just. I mean, it's just going furious. It's like it's. As you see, as it was going to Cater, he like, as it was making it swings, it was just like going for like straight kill, fury. You can see it's bleeding out. It seems like it's definitely showing off the signs of like a wounded animal. That's in pure desperation.
Okay. Then while it's gasping and snarling, I'll blow in its face again.
Yeah.
So DC 14.
Yep. Oh.
You whisper sweet nothings into his ear.
3 damage.
Okay. It's still up.
Okay, I've just rolled like 10 rolls on this dice, and I haven't rolled above a 5.
That's
this
a
is
quality
and
die right
this,
there.
This is the new die.
All right.
so I'm switching again.
So stamps are up. You notice the one who's both of them look pretty fucked up. The one has gone into a rage, which is the one that's basically making Cater kind of step back, backtrack each of his steps as he's just reeling attacks at him. The one that's dealing with Edge seems like he's trying to strike at him, but the light is really throwing off its strikes.
All right, is D4 still within 5 feet of the creature?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, so I move in again for the stabby.
Okay.
And I still have advantage on him, right? Because he still has fairy fire.
Yeah, and you're flanking him.
All right.
At least I'm helping somewhat in combat by flanking.
All right. First roll was terrible. Second roll is a little better.
Okay.
All right. Second roll is 16.
That's a hit.
All right. It's a D8.
Plus a D6.
Yep. D8. I only got 2 on the D8. Sorry, and the D6. I'm sorry. It's a D6 twice. I fucked this up because of the at level 3. It's 2 D6s.
Gotcha.
And it's 6.
So total damage done with your strength bonus?
Oh, there's a strength bonus. That's right.
Yeah, on your damage.
I thought it was dex bonus for.
Dex bonus
Yeah.
for finesse.
Yeah.
You can't
Couldn't
see
read
that.
it.
I'd
Well,
have to
dex
send
bonus
this
is
to
to
you.
hit, but you still get your strength bonus on the actual damage.
All right. Well, I haven't been adding that strength bonus then.
Okay.
So it's 6, 6, and 2. Or is it, what was the first number from the D6? I said 4, right?
I thought you said it was 2 on the first hit for the normal. For the
For the D8. That's for the
Yeah,
D8.
that was
Yes.
D8.
And then I rolled a 6.
so
No, I'll
8.
just roll it. It's another 6,
Okay.
and then plus the strength bonus. So 6 was it 8? 6, 6, 2, and strength bonus is 1.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Stab it.
Okay.
That's get
That's
elaborate.
what I'm doing. I mean how I want to
Well,
do this.
it's a kill blow. How do you want to kill it?
How do I want to kill it? Ooh.
How do you want to do
Fine.
this?
Describe your kill.
He doesn't
Insert
watch
rapier
Critical Role,
right
so he
into
didn't know.
the
Okay.
spine, right below the neck.
Okay. So as you bring up your shot, you fire it right through the back of the neck, piercing the spine. Comes out as right out the front of the jugular in the front. Hits that quick hit. You see a nice little spray of blood, which just splatters across Cater's face as he's like right there in front of it. As the thing just like gas gurgles and then drops to his knees and then slides
We
off
call
the
that
rapier.
murder bukkake.
Boom! It hits the ground at Cater's feet.
Cool. And for my bonus action, can I hide?
Yeah.
I go stealth like a ninja.
Cool. I need you to roll your stealth at disadvantage
Roll myself a disadvantage.
because you are
It is-
pink.
It's
Okay,
bright like a
well.
motherfucker.
I guess I can't really go stealth if I'm pink.
Yeah, I don't think he can stealth while he's in it.
I'll just walk out of it then.
It's on you
Well,
until you decast the spell.
Okay, then never mind. Then I'll just stay. I'll just stand right where I am, pink. And
Great,
fire
we've
my-
got a pink glowy rogue now. Let's start. Why don't we just start a rave, guys? Let's just make it happen.
Well, it doesn't say he can't hide. It just says they can't go invisible. So I'm guessing that's kind of the same thing.
Well,
Yeah,
no, he can still hide. He can tuck behind rocks. He can tuck behind trees. He can still hide.
Don't mind the pink
Okay,
glow
just
coming
a
from behind that
disadvantage.
rock.
All right, can I hide behind Krieger?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty easily.
So yeah,
I
you roll
choose
me
to hide
still.
behind Krieger.
Okay. Roll your stealth.
15. That's the roll plus my stealth bonus is another 5, so 20.
Okay. You actually successfully duck behind the druid. and using his side to give yourself, keeping himself out of sight. With the help of that light from the Edge's hammer, the other Korgoth has no idea where you're at.
Woohoo!
All right, and then it is going to go ahead and swing around to the Korgoth on Edge.
Yep.
All right, misses you.
Sweet. So I kind of yell back at it. Is that all you got, laddie?
It doesn't say anything back.
That's
It's like, well, actually, I do have much more.
Have you ever
Plot twist.
cut down with the sickness? Okay. Okay, so take a look there.
Wow, these bastards get 2 claw attacks. Assholes.
Yep, and so then it is Edge.
Okay. How badly hurt is the one in front of me? I know I took 2 really big pot shots at it.
Okay, it's pretty badly hurt. You could tell it's bloodied. It's hurt. It hasn't gotten to the point where it's flown into a rage yet, but
Okay.
it's definitely you've kept it on the ropes and been hitting it. And you could tell it's pretty wounded. It's like favoring one of its sides. It's limping a little bit. Still trying to strike at you, but you could tell it's getting to the point where it's realizing it's kind of outmatched.
Okay. How big is this creature? Compared
It
to me.
is. Let's see. They're about standard human size, so it's about close to 6 foot.
Okay, so I'm 4'3". So, okay, so it's safe to say I have very good shots at its legs, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to take a shot at its legs to see if I can knock it prone.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All right. All right, Big Bertha, don't fail me now. 18.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay.
All right, and then you striking the damage or just take it to do prone.
Just to do prone.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna hit it, and then I'm gonna have it make a dex save. You hit with a what? 18, you said?
18. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you hit. It kind of catches right behind the leg, and so at first you hit, but then you kind of give a pull as you catch the back of its knee, and with the snow and everything, it slips and drops back, so it lands on its ass,
Sweet.
throwing itself into a prone status at the moment.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. And yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna sit there laughing at it,
All right,
or stand there laughing over it.
Gator,
'Cause,
you're
yeah,
up.
it's definitely in a vulnerable spot now.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna jump to. How far is it away from me? You said about 10 feet, 5 feet.
He's about 5 feet from you now.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my move action to get up to it, and then come down with a downward chopping motion towards its neck area while it's on its ass.
Okay, roll a hit.
New dice. All right. And I have advantage, or
Yep.
okay. That's a 15.
It's a hit.
Yay! Finally. And that is a D6 slashing. Plus my strength bonus, right? So 5 damage.
Okay. So as you come down, you convert its neck. It actually brings its arm up, and to block the sword slash, and so you just jam that blade. It cuts deep into its arm. Blood runs out down its arm. You can tell it's a damn good hit. That arm looks like it's pretty mangled at this point. It's not useless, but it's really like if you had another good slice of that same part, you'd probably take the arm clean off at that point.
Sweet.
Okay, and then it goes from them to. Let's get That monster's dead, so it falls over to Krigor.
So which one? The one in front of him is dead. The one in front of
Edge is on his
Edge
ass.
is still alive.
Yeah, we're
On
pretty
its
much on the
ass,
side.
arm up with a blade currently driven right into the arm as it was trying to
Yeah.
stave off the attack.
I would have slashed through, because it's a scimitar.
But it didn't.
So. Oh, okay.
All right. So I'll produce a speck of flame in my hand, and then as a bonus action, I can throw it at a target.
Okay.
Thankfully, I have advantage on that. 21.
That's definitely a hit.
All right. And damage. D8. 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. So definitely you singe the fuck out of it. It catches up. It's kind of rolling around. You see the flames burning that. Peeling back, it burned out a patch of the fur, leaving a very open, freshly burned area on it. This thing is definitely looking extremely fucked up. And Stamps, you have it. It's your turn.
All right, I move into melee combat.
Okay.
For the stabby.
Okay.
I go for the stab. I still have advantage, right?
Yep, it's
It's
prone.
it's prone?
It's prone. It's lit
It's-
up, glowing. Yeah, it is super advantaged.
All right, let's see here. Ooh, that's a 19. Let's see what my second roll is. 11. All right, so 19 plus
It's a hit.
bonuses.
19 plus hit equals hit.
Hit. All right. So the D8.
Mhm.
Ah, drop my D8. Yeah. You know what? I have another D8. I'm not gonna look for that one yet.
Just roll 2 d4s and add it.
I have another.
That doesn't work that way,
six
bro.
dice.
It's probably
All right.
worse, right?
So
No, it's actually better. Can't get
it's
lower than a
five.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
plus my 2d6s. Let's see here. It's a 1, so 6 so far. That's a 3. 9 plus strength is 10.
All right.
So
So once
10
again, how would you like to do this?
Through the rib cage to the heart.
Okay, so after Krigor has thrown the fire on this thing and burnt off a patch of his chest here, leaving a nice vulnerable area, Stamps just rolls up calmly, pulls out his rapier, does a little flourish, and then just slides it right into through the rib cage, between the bones, into its heart, and this thing just like gurgle, cough, and its head just falls back, its arm falls, and it is dead.
Look at me, I'm a rogue. I know anatomy and whatnot. Blah, blah, blah.
Talk about fucking kill secure.
No
bastard.
shit.
God damn it, Stamps! Kill secured!
You baroned me.
All right. So with both of the creatures now at your feet, you guys kind of look around, kind of take a couple deep breaths, kind of get your bearing. Not seeing anything else having come near. Nothing else shows a imminent threat. You guys gonna have a chance to kind of take a quick 5 to see, kind of what's going on around the camp before you guys can kind of settle down. You
How long would it
I'm
take to
gonna
skin these?
grab their.
I was gonna ask,
How long would it take to skin these motherfuckers?
It would take It would take a good couple of hours.
how long would it take to open its bowels and crawl into it?
The full
Depending on how
time.
down and dirty you want to get, only a couple of minutes.
While they're debating skinning a humanoid creature, I'm going to grab both the bodies by the ankles and start walking off into the snow with them.
No, wait. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Dead bodies will attract more predators.
Good. We want to catch wolves. Grr. our whole purpose out here is to catch wolves. We
And
want to attract
In
predators.
particular, the frost wolves. In
Yeah,
particular, who are farther north.
which-
I was gonna say they're not hitting this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these guys are.
It's
And I
also
don't think we
food.
want more of their friends.
It's also food. We can cook them up.
Is a humanoid, not a beast, so it would be close to eating like man flesh.
They're
They're
What?
giant hairy goblins, sir.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
He is like,
like
he's
I
the
saw the
desert
picture.
nomad. He's like, yeah, and
It's like if I killed a werewolf and I didn't know it was a man beforehand, I would probably eat that bastard. I'm just saying, because it looks like a goddamn giant wolf.
You probably ate your Uncle Jim, didn't you?
ate his ass.
Anyway,
Tongue
Make it
punch
squeal like
the
a
old
pig,
chocolate
boy.
starfish.
plus, how badass would we look if we took these things upper jaw and their skull and put it over the top of our head like a goddamn war chieftain and wore their skin in like. And they would be like, "That's a man flesh." No,
Tell you what, I don't want it around me because it's gonna stink soon.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at the elf and say, "And now we know why you're on the wall," and then continue to walk off into the snow.
He's like,
Druid talking shit to a warrior. You go, "Oh, I'm gonna be fixing my gun so I can put a bullet in that goddamn druid."
don't miss, but okay.
Larry, that's what we call a burn.
I choose to sleep as far away from that elf as possible because number one, he smells of blood because he got hurt, and number two, he creeps me out.
Right? You're like, I didn't know elves were like cannibalistic. Did you know that? And your door's like, no.
What's cannibalistic about eating a giant yeti? Well, actually, it's a 6 foot tall yeti, but it's still a yeti. Anyway, came out here to get pelts. That's a goddamn trophy, is that way I think of it.
You can get a trophy, but you were talking about trying to eat the dang thing.
It's
Like,
meat.
nope, I'm walking away.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Cater, how many hit points are you down?
I'm down to 39 out of 66. So about
All
halfway.
right. So while they're all looking at each other's dicks or whatever, I go up to Cater and I touch him and I cast Cure Wounds.
Touch me, man.
Sorry.
Touch me deep.
Yeah.
I just touch him on his head.
How
Okay.
much did you give me
Which
for it?
one?
I was gonna say.
I touch him on his northern head. And so it's 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Gator's like,
That's
what you
my
don't know
spellcast.
is I was laying down.
With
I mean, you are a member of the clergy. It wouldn't be, out of character.
Where's the second? We have wine. We do have wine.
All right. So you guys basically kind of Krieger takes the bodies out away from the camp, disposes of them.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Cater, add 9 hit points to your total.
Right. After about half an hour, Krieger comes back to camp. I've been out and about. You notice that the tracks they had actually been since about the first watch been kind of moving about. When you were actually going out, you realized that the smell you smelt was these creatures.
Okay.
And so you get back, but you seem like any other creatures have actually fled the area because of the aggressive and predatory instincts that these creatures had. You guys get back. You guys can have a chance to kind of crash back out.
I'm
At this
cleaning off the
point,
blood off my face.
it's the end of Stamps' watch. You got so the next watch, because of the time it took, close to about. Because we split 3-hour watches, it'll only be about a 2-hour watch each.
Okay.
So Krieger,
Oh,
I
look.
need you to roll 2 20-siders.
They probably wanted us to get attacked, so they got shorter watches.
Okay. And I am watching because it's a 2-hour watch in cat form for most of it. So I don't know if that makes a difference on the rolls.
Yeah. Well,
17, 9, 15.
okay. Yeah, you're good. Nothing. Your area is clear. You finish up your watch and you go wake up Edge.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, it's your watch.
I'm gonna wake him up by nudging him still in cat form right in his face.
With your nose?
Are you
Yes.
sitting on his
You're,
chest?
gi- you're
Because
giving
that's
him
what I
He's
do.
sitting on his
you're basically
chest.
giving him Eskimo kisses is what you're doing.
To do it while sitting on his chest.
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay.
goddamn snow leopard. I'd probably smother him.
But
You
like,
won't
"I'm
wake up
done."
anyways.
Yeah, he sleeps through anything, so
Yeah.
whatever. Do whatever. Do whatever.
Yeah,
He's
so,
up for
Do I
whatever.
have to roll to try to wake up
No.
again?
He's actually trying to wake you up.
Okay. All right. So I'm up.
All right, so Gregor can actually goes and gets a couple extra short rest there while the last couple hours of this goes on, and then Edge needs you to roll just 20-siders.
Do I gain any hit points back for the remaining rests?
You can burn a hit die, so you can have 3 hit die because you're at 3rd level. So you can burn
Okay.
one of them to heal that. So you're like D8, correct? Your hit
Wait,
points.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can burn one. You can roll 1d8 and heal back whatever you roll.
I'm going to do a meditation instead of a short rest so I can get back my 2 first level spell slots I had burned.
Okay.
Because I can commune with nature and be able to get those 2 back without having to do a full short rest.
Nice.
4. 52 out of
Alright.
66. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
All right, so here are my rolls. First roll is 11.
Mhm.
Second roll is a 7.
You're good.
7-Eleven.
All right. So
Slurpee time!
you basically kind of your watch ends right as the sun's coming
Right.
up. It's a cool, crisp morning. There's no clouds out, so you know it's going to be a bit colder day, but it gives you excellent vision for your travel. And so you guys kind of pack up your camp, get ready to go, and you guys are able to kind of head back on your way. Before you guys take back off, anything you want to do before you guys leave this little shelter and head north?
Take down the blankets we use to reinforce the little wall. If
Pick up
there's
the
any... Did they give us any kind of pack animals or anything?
No. Part of this is you have to do it on foot.
Look,
You know, because it won't encumber me, I'm going to grab 3... actually, I'll do about 4... about 2-foot long pieces of wood that are about, I don't know, 12 inches round. Enough that we could probably do 2 more nights fire
Okay.
out of them. Because when I'm doing my carry weight as a furbolg, I have twice my normal encumbrance weight because of my size.
Mhm.
So I'll lash up a few of them with some rope and just let it pull behind me because I'll just tie it around my waist so it doesn't bother me while I'm walking.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
the next place we go, and then I'll just grab some small kindling or whatever and stuff it into a bag,
Okay.
into a backpack.
Anybody else going to do anything before you guys take off?
Yeah, I pick up my nice little makeshift trap that didn't work.
Make sure all my wounds are tended to because I have a bite mark on my chest, so I'll make sure that's cleaned off, and I'm sure some of it's mostly healed, but
Actually, yeah, that closed up when you were healed by the priest.
you can probably barely even tell I had blood on my face. My skin's actually red. So, yeah. So I'll be repairing while we're walking. I'll be working on my gun, repairing that.
He's like,
Like,
you know why I
trying-
have the red skin? So my enemies can't see me bleed.
Yeah. So how long would it take me to repair? It just takes out of combat. I can pretty
It
much.
takes, you can do it. It's your gun jammed, it misfired, so it takes an action in combat to clear the gun out and get a reload. So you're fine.
Although, oh,
You
okay.
take-
So
you just do
I'll
a
re-
tinkering check.
I'll make sure it's fully reloaded before we go.
Yeah.
Because I only fired twice. I fired twice. Second shot misfired, and then I used my sword the rest of the time.
Fired twice, third shot misfired.
Okay, so yeah, it's 3 bullets. Okay, I'm keeping track of my
And-
bullets.
I just end all my spells, so light dissipates, and Cater doesn't have his shield on, so nothing
Okay.
else.
Yeah.
though.
I got a question. Was I able to go retrieve my arrows?
Yes. They
Okay.
basically landed in snow, so that wasn't wrong. You were able to retrieve those.
All right.
Yeah, Cater, when you're doing your repairs, it's just a basic tinkering check is all you do to fix it for a gunslinger.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
All right.
So you guys head off along, you head back down the mountain to get down towards the base of the mountains and continue to head north. As you guys have made along your way, you guys notice the winds out here picking up motion. The plains are really getting really quick. It's kind of really biting, and the snowfall's getting heavier and heavier as you guys are making your way further north. By about mid-afternoon, you guys are realizing that you are caught pretty much in the path of a blizzard, and that the visibility is only about 2 to 3 feet in front of you at the moment.
Guys,
So-
my cousin has a place nearby here. It's the Mines of Moria. We can go under the and there's a door, but we have to figure out how to open it. But we got 2 dwarves, so I think we're good. Okay, I'll try and do a survival check and look for a cave. If there is one.
And I'm using Krigor as a windshield.
I got a 15 on my survival check.
Okay, you know there are no caves. You're actually out in plains, so it's just straight, flat mountains to your left. But you'd have to actually climb back up into the mountains to find anything at the moment.
If we're going into a blizzard, that might be a good idea.
Oh, also, it's kind of hard to look for caves when you can only see about 2 to 3 feet in front of you.
Damn it! All right. Well,
What kind of proof did they want that we killed these things?
You get to bring back their actual furs. You just kill them, skin them, and bring back the fur.
I would
Oh, so I'm
suggest
not okay with that.
we all have bedrolls, right? Does everybody have bedrolls?
Yeah.
Okay, we all have blankets. I would think of this like a sandstorm. That's probably the way I would do it. Is I'd probably want to like get a bedroll wrapped around me, get a blanket over me, and then wait out the blizzard under the snow, basically, and try and create warmth that way. But that's the only thing I could think of.
I get to be the little spoon.
Or we can build an igloo, but
No,
I'm
basically,
not used
the main thing right now is just visibility and staying close. Because you guys realize if you guys don't stay close by, you can easily wander off from each other and get lost.
to that. Okay,
I suggest to the group, because I have rope to tie rope to each of us, so we kind of like stay with tie a rope around each of our waists and connect each other, so we can't wander off.
yeah.
You guys
And,
can all just grab onto the rope that's behind me and let my giant Sasquatchian ass plow a path through the snow.
I've already been there behind you because you're my wind shelter.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, because I've got the rope that's dragging behind me holding a bunch of wood, so just hold on to the rope.
Well, I would actually rather have it actually tied in case the wind picks up and somebody starts to go airborne or fall off a cliff or something, weird.
I was gonna say if we had any adhesive, I could try and make some snowshoes, but we're because of the amount of blizzard. But okay, yeah, we just walk through the middle of a blizzard, guys. Let's do this.
All right. This is gonna sound really oddball, but I have a purpose for it. I'd like to make a nature check to see if I find anything like wolf hair strands and any sign, like anything that's tangible that I can grab from a wolf.
gotcha.
You're just gonna go.
Roll.
Okay. Never mind. I rolled a 5. Oh no, I rolled a 4 with my bonus, so 4.
All right. So since you guys are tied off to Krigor, I need you to roll a survival check.
Okay.
Doesn't look good.
Where'd everybody go?
Yeah.
No, that's not it. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Okay. I think you're still going north.
Shit. He just sank into the snow and disappeared. We
No,
only had the
no.
rope to find
He's
him.
leading you guys north. At least he thinks he is.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Shit.
We're all tied to him, so
Yep. So you guys are all
And
trudging,
you guys don't know any different.
and neither
You're
does
just gonna
he.
blindly follow.
nobody does. Blind leading the
Okay.
blind.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna
So-
grab whatever blankets I have to wrap around me, so I'll have extra layers and put
All
them
right.
on my face and all that stuff.
Before we go any further, I have a compass.
Why would
Oh.
you break out the compass, though? You assume we're going the right way.
Damn it. Because I don't trust nobody.
This is true. He does not trust anybody that's not a dwarf. I will give him that.
He's like,
So I-
go this way, and you're like,
I
all
guess
right.
it's not metagaming.
It's like, I don't know.
Okay, so you got a compass on you?
Yeah. Yes, it's part of my pack.
Okay.
That's the thing I asked for.
All right, so you're heading. You guys are heading through. And you're like, can't see shit. I'm gonna check my compass just in case, because my dwarven senses tell me something's off. Because you're used to the mountains were to your left. Now you really can't see the mountains, and so after by about 15-20 minutes of trudging through the snow, you look at your compass, and you see you guys are going about almost due west.
So I kind of tug at the Furborg or the rope to the Furborg, no, turn around, and then I show him the compass.
I just shrug and turn and start walking north now.
I'm like,
My druid was a wanderer of the plains, so he's like, I just go in the direction that I'm going.
Was he
Like,
leading us in the
nobody
wrong
said-
direction?
Lead us north.
He's
He
like,
said,
I
"We're
was
gonna follow
avoiding-
you,
Yeah.
and he went, okay.
I
let's
see
go."
for the bullshit, like I was avoiding the chasm.
Yeah.
Like,
The chasm. We're in the plains.
I know, right?
There's no chasm. There's no. Anyway.
How do you know?
No, nobody else knows this except
the
for the druid.
plains.
'cause
He's like, it's in the place. He's like, I'm a druid. You're
The
not.
snowy equivalent of Denver.
just so you know, like the only person that saw the compass was the druid.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much just between me and him.
I know, but I saw him stop and turn and then start going a different direction.
No,
He didn't.
I didn't stop and turn. I started walking and curving around towards it. I just kind of looked at it and nodded like we were agreeing on something, and then kind of casually, nonchalantly, like, okay, well, do.
All right. So you guys continue on. After a couple hours, the weather begins to die down. You guys are kind of getting out of the blizzard, and then up ahead of you, you guys see the horizon. You see what looks like the top of forest. You can see all the white trees in the distance with the base kind of breaking it up. So you guys can see that you guys are getting close to the forest of ice.
Has the blizzard broken up yet?
Yeah, the blizzard's it's let down, so you guys actually have your visibility back in here now. It's clearing up. You guys have kind of made your way through the that storm front.
Okay.
All right. In this world, the telescopes exist yet?
Yes.
I ask if anybody has a telescope.
Nope.
Dang it.
Bitch, you know how fucking big a telescope is?
Well, not telescope, like one of those retractable telescopes you know what I'm talking about? Like not
A
not
spyglass?
Spyglass, yeah.
He's not talking about. He's not talking about Hubble, dude.
He's like, you know how big a fucking like telescope to see the stars is? He's like, I was eyeglass. My bad.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah, nobody has one on them. So you guys know that the forest is going to help give you guys some more cover, allow you guys to travel through it. So you guys continue on through, and you eventually come to the forest. And you guys notice that the forest is like the trees are pure white. Like there's all the branches there, but there's no foliage on it whatsoever. Everything's just cold, dead, and it is so frozen that like as like you guys are walking through, you can reach up and like take a branch. And if you break it, it's almost like it's just made of ice. It's
Are they
the wood-
actually made of ice?
No, it's so frozen through. The trees themselves are brittle.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look at the compass again and be like, "We're in Narnia."
Two.
The
No.
two of you got that. Okay, never mind.
I'm just gonna look at you, but like, is that a city in the desert?
Sure, us yokels from the desert just make up town names.
It could be a real town. He's never been to the
racist.
fucking desert.
Racist druid. Racist.
I'd like to make another nature check for wolf stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
What is
That
with our
was-
dice today, guys?
That was even worse than the last one.
Well, now we know those two nat 20s weren't bullshit. He just used up all of his good karma on those two rolls.
Yes, he did. All right, so you guys continue through the forest. Everything's kind of pretty,
Oh, we're in the forest?
yeah, we're in the frozen forest.
Okay.
So, everything's kind of really beat down, downtrodden. Think of like I don't know
How's
if
the
you guys,
wind in here?
the wind's broken up, so it's actually the trees actually break the wind. So
Can I
it's,
try a survival check to track and see if I can find tracks?
Yes.
I'll try the same thing.
17.
Okay.
12.
Okay, so Krieger, as you're kind of tracking, you actually find some tracks from one of the winter wolves, and then you kind of realize now what you're dealing with, as the track themselves are about the size which you would see from a warg.
I'm gonna look back at everybody and say, how many did they want?
One for each of us.
One for each. Yep.
I look at my fingers and I start.
I love the
actually
look.
counting.
I look at Karen, you're just kind of that blank stare, like
Uh,
because nobody
four.
asked about the
They-
winter wolves. Like,
They probably travel in packs too. So I mean, we'll run into all of them at once. Don't worry about it. We'll have 4 probably.
I just look at him and I say 4, and I roll my eye.
You roll your eye.
the dagger wobbles.
All right. Does Krieger show us where the tracks are?
Well, I haven't pointed them out yet. I just kind of asked that. I'm gonna look back
Okay.
forward and look down at the ground in front of me.
Yeah.
All right. Can I look at the direction where Krieger's looking? Do I see the tracks?
Yeah. You see the tracks.
Question.
Okay. I put my hand up to the tracks and measure how big the tracks are compared to my hand.
Your hand fits in the track.
How much bigger than my hand are the tracks?
Do you watch Jurassic Park? Remember the footprint in the mud with the T-Rex?
Take a look here real quick.
Question. When we were back at camp, did I see any of the other wardens wearing the pelt of these gigantic wolves, or were there any trophies on the walls of these gigantic wolves dead, that kind of thing?
I remember, it's too late.
I can remember. I could.
You remember?
You have a member berries, member.
Actually, you saw them regularly. The wardens' cloaks are all made of the winter wolves' hides.
Okay, I was just gonna say if they were bullshitting me about these wolves and just trying to get us killed, because remember my backstory of being sent on a suicide mission due to bad intel. I'm like, they're trying to kill us.
So, because I measured its footprint to the size of my hand, I kind of get a feeling for how big this thing is.
Yeah. How's about that big
Yeah.
around?
That's pretty beefy.
You can put a bunch of dice inside there, Paw.
I would say that's in comparison to like your dwarf hand. Like your hand fits in the paw print.
All right then.
Like, so this is what we're dealing with. Okay.
You have to
Okay.
be strategic about this and set some traps or something that aren't bells on strings. Better, but different traps.
All right, pointy
Like
sticks.
Punji sticks. Yeah, I'm thinking punji sticks.
Too bad there's no wood around here.
There's icicles. There's tree branches that are frozen solid.
We
But
got the
they're brittle.
logs.
Yeah, we can impale these little bastards. We got to figure out once we get to the damn spire thing, but anyway.
Okay.
So, what direction were the wolves going?
You know, the wolves are probably heading at this point from the tracks east. You could probably say that they have, at best, from Kriegor's tracking on that, they made this path early morning.
Can
So
I
they
make
could
a
be in a
nature
different
check
direction.
to see if I know anything about these wolves now that I know what the fuck we're hunting?
Yes.
Balls? Hold on.
Yes, they have them.
I can't. Oh, okay, there it is. Sorry, the line when they made it on this one to tell if it's a 6 or 9, they forgot to put the coloring in it. So fuck. No, that was ass.
What'd you roll?
I'm trying to find my fucking nature. What the hell's it use? Oh yeah, I got proficiency in it. Woot, 10.
Okay. What you can tell is that especially from the size, and you're kind of getting a rough estimate that these wolves are cousins to like dire wolves and wargs. Definitely more built to handle the rough winters. And then when you kind of think back, comparing to the cloaks that the Wardens are wearing, made from their hides, that their colors are going to range in like mostly whites to grays. So other than that, since they're not a natural wolf to you where you're from, you're going to basically base most information off of just what you know of wolves and dire wolves.
Okay.
All right. I say out loud, what do you suppose it eats? And how big is this shit?
Anything that's smaller than it. And also anything that's smaller than it. Us would probably be a good one.
So you guys after you guys kind of get an idea of this, you kind of assuming you guys are probably going to continue to head forward. Are you guys going to try to follow the tracks, or more head your way further north to head towards where the Pale Tower is supposed to be?
Pale Tower, I'm assuming, is a building. I'm thinking, so that might be shelter, and we could probably strategize from there.
Okay. So you guys continue further, and as you guys are going, you guys notice the trees seem to spread out a bit, kind of begin to part from like their natural growth pattern as you guys are making your way. Krieger, I need you to roll perception. Actually, roll nature.
Oh, balls. 9.
Okay.
Mike, I got a stuffy nose from the cold.
Okay. So you guys continue to head on your way forward, heading
Actually,
north.
Fuck.
What?
Okay. Never mind. I meant to do something before. Go ahead. And I'll
Okay.
tell you what I'm going to do, depending on what happens.
All right. You guys, as you guys are kind of heading your way further north, you guys notice that as you're walking, you come across a stone hedge. It's like the stone medieval like fenceways that would mark off territory.
Mm-hmm.
You find an old one. I mean, it seems like it's really broken down, but you can tell that this was definitely at one point man-made stone hedge that was running right now east to west through the woods.
My time to shine. As a dwarf, I have the stone cunning ability,
Okay.
which gives me double proficiency on stone-related history checks.
Gotcha.
So I want to make a history check on that.
Okay. Cool.
See what we know about it. So,
You don't know
good
shit.
one. So that is 19.
Sure, he rolls
plus
great on his lore check.
24 on my stone history check because I'm a dwarf.
Okay.
Do that next time you're trying to hit something. Jesus.
You could tell that this pretty easily. You're like, oh, this was definitely made by human hands. It definitely doesn't have dwarven or elven architecture, so it's shoddy fucking work. The fact that it's still standing as long as it has is actually pretty impressive to you. You're like, it's shitty human work, but it's been here for a good couple hundred years, kind of preserved in this forest. Definitely can you understand that it is definitely meant to divide property lines. So what you would know that is nearby should be where at least some remnants of a residence or of a town
Settlement.
settlement. Yeah.
Okay.
So I walk up to that stone relief or stone, just that stone.
Mhm.
I kind of just run my fingers through it real quick. I turn to Edge, and I go like, "If it ain't dwarvish, it's crap."
I hear that, brother.
I'm just gonna not shake my head and scoff. Like fucking dwarves.
So I turn and look at him and I roll my eye.
One of these days you'll have to explain to me how you got that piece of metal stuck through your face.
My what? I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
it's
So,
coming.
what do you guys? So, what are you guys gonna do? You come across this wall. Do you guys gonna go over it, continue north? Or are you gonna walk along it?
Do we see a
based off
spire?
of-
No. You're still within the
Based-
forest, but you could tell that that the trees around here had been actually thinned and actually cut back. Here, so like you notice that then on the wall, like there's a good gap to on your side, about a good like 20 feet back. There's no trees, and then there's trees, good 5 feet on the other side of the wall.
I think this is the outer boundary of somebody's the property line of this spire, like a fief,
Based off of my history roll, would I be able to determine like a best guess as to the direction of the settlement?
You would probably guess you'd probably figure this is actually, if you're thinking about it, it's probably runs along the side of a road as well. So
Okay.
you could basically go east or west, and you should probably, it's going to eventually come up to some sort of settlement, one way or the other.
Okay.
All right. I got a question. How tall is the wall?
It's only about 3 feet high.
All right. So I hop on top of the wall.
Okay.
Well, that's
Well, Dex,
2/3
check.
of your. That's 2/3 of your height. Just
Oh,
saying.
okay. It's actually taller than me. Okay.
Wait,
Can I-
are you less than 3 feet tall?
No, I'm about 4 foot.
Okay, so it's 2/3 of your height. Yeah. So I
About
want to
4
see.
foot 8.
I'm just picturing this dwarf climbing this, and he's like, can't get over. Eh,
Okay, give me a boost.
yes. I'll just kick him over. Just roll.
Never toss a dwarf.
I didn't toss anything. I just flipped him over.
I'm asking Kate to give me a boost real quick so I can jump
All
on
right.
top of the thing.
All right, so
You have
I-
a 7-foot tall, essentially fucking half hill giant standing next
we
to you.
don't
Also,
we don't
We don't talk
trust-
about that because we don't allow other
we don't
races
trust
to
you,
pick us.
folks.
No, what he's going to do is he's going to get up on the wall. He goes, I can now look you in the eyes.
I can
Depends,
now
how
look
tall
you
is
in
he?
the nipple.
4'8".
he
I'm
could.
standing on a 3-foot wall.
Yeah.
I'm right
Okay,
between
so-
the.
So I
yeah.
crouch down, I put my shield down, like braced against my leg, and then like he'll just like step on the shield and use that as a big step.
Stepping ladder, yeah.
So you're
I'll just-
on the wall.
I'll just hop over. Just hip.
No, that's it. I just want to stand on top of the wall.
Okay.
I'm 6
How
foot
big is
one,
Krieger
so-
again?
7 foot, 300 pounds.
7 foot. So am I actually looking down at Krieger?
Yes.
All right. I just kind of smile.
I'm gonna be a dick, and I'm gonna use one of my free charges of my Furbolg natural disguise self.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like myself, but I can modify my size by 3 feet. So I'm gonna grow to essentially like a small hill giant size at 10 foot, and look down at him and just and just keep walking.
You guys going
Can I
east
ask
or
him
west?
how's the weather up there?
Cold. I could be standing on the wall and I'll still be a foot shorter than you. if you modified your height like that.
You need to re-roll perception.
Sure.
Do we have disadvantage because we're dicking around on a wall? We'll call it. Yeah.
This
14.
is a hearing perception check.
Oh, fuck. And I rolled 2 dice like an idiot. Hold on. Let me try that again. Okay, that roll was much worse. Well, would my passive perception kick in since I'm not actively looking for it?
Yeah, actually it would.
16. Much better than the 10 I rolled. The fuck are you eating?
Peanuts.
You're eating nuts on stream. You sick fuck.
I love the nuts.
Oh man! Please tell me somebody was recording that.
I am.
Nobody was recording. Oh, you are?
I record the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
That way we
Yeah.
can send it to
When you make a
Izzo.
profession that you love the nuts, we have to make sure that gets recorded.
The peanuts.
I'm like, what are you eating? Nuts.
Still playing?
All right. So you guys,
Air
you
quotes.
go north past the wall. Do you go east, west? Because you guys are sitting there, kind of dicking around, like chuckling. Anybody who rolled a 12 or higher?
Okay,
For
that's me.
perception?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize we were all.
Yeah, I
wrong.
didn't know we were rolling for perception.
Every rolls.
So the wife wants to know, do you prefer small nuts or large nuts, salty or sweet?
Small nuts, and they need to be salty.
Small salty nuts. That's why you live with Cater.
I was but that's why he's going to the gym.
I'm not even acknowledge that with the response.
Well, it could also be why he's going to the gym, because they're all sweaty and salty.
All right, my perception is 14.
Right.
I rolled a
some
7.
voids.
I
Okay.
got a 14. I got a 14.
All right. So everybody but Ed, she's standing on the wall, looking now up at the Furbolg. Here's a distant howl, followed by another howl, and then a third howl. They seem to be howling and responding.
They're probably trying to circle us.
Can we tell what direction they're coming from? The howl.
Right now, no, because it's bouncing, because it's like reverberating through the forest and bouncing off the frozen trees.
Getting off work.
Shit. I'll have my weapon. I'll have my weapon at the ready. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna make a torch. I'm gonna grab one of the pieces of kindling from Krigor, just one piece, and I'm gonna take a piece of cloth, either from one of the blankets or from my bedroll, and wrap it around it, and then use my tinderbox to light up and make a decent torch. I don't know if I need to make a survival roll to make that or not.
Yeah.
Figure it's something to keep them at bay. I mean, yeah, they're going to be attracted to the light, but we're hunting them anyway, and also it'll be something to wave at them. All right, so do we want to keep moving?
Yeah, I get off the wall and return to using Krieger as my windshield and staying in his shadow.
We're going to the north, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I guess we'll just continue north.
Works for me.
Okay. So you guys continue to make your way north, going through the trees. Every once in a while, you can hear the howls. They seem to be getting more frequent and more howls, and you can start to hear them to the left, to the right, behind you. You can definitely tell you guys are being hunted. As you guys make your way, though, you eventually the trees open up and you come into what is a abandoned, frozen city.
Ah.
And
So how big is the city? Like, is it like?
it was basically, you could tell it was probably about 24 homes. Most of them are very fallen in on itself. You can see the stone base ruins. But at the center of the town, you notice that there is what looks to be a wizard's tower, and it's covered in snow all around the base going up. The bricks are just like pale white from ice on it. It goes, and you can see there's the front door. You kind of go in, and then you can see there's busted out windows, and at the top you see where it kind of opens up. And the roof on that one actually looks to be still holding. So it actually still looks like it could be a city shelter.
Yeah. Is there any wood furniture, any remnants of wood furniture around inside any of these buildings?
You'd have to go looking and dig through stuff.
Are any of the buildings look like they were pretty sealed up?
You could tell that, well, at one point, yes, but you can tell a lot of these doors look like they've been kicked in, been ransacked.
But the windows are still closed up, right?
Most of them, but you also know there are ones that have busted out windows and some of them as well. When you kind of look around, as you guys are kind of scoping it out, you do find what looks to be a frozen corpse of what looks to be another initiate. Looks like you see about half of a corpse, the clothing torn open. Looks like he was probably mauled by one of the wolves. Didn't make it through the rest of the way.
Okay.
All right.
Does he have any equipment on him, by the way?
You notice that there's like an old ass, busted up long sword.
Is there any wine left in his wine sack?
Good question.
No.
No. We still have. I'll grab the piece of the longsword, any sharp pieces of metal, and I'm gonna try and use survival, or possibly even, most likely survival, to try and build like a punchy stick type, blockage for the doorway.
The last time they howled, how many did I hear?
You heard in units, in spurts, good 6 to 7 different howls.
Okay.
But
Wow.
but they're coming from different directions, and so from your knowledge of wolves, usually the alpha of that pack is the one who lets out the howls.
The first
All right.
howl, you mean? Yeah.
I had a question for the since we're in a kind of a city dwelling. The door sizes, are they human sized or dwarf sized?
These are human sized.
Human sized door frames. Okay.
For the body that we came across, can I do a medicine check to see?
Are
No,
you
no,
trying to heal?
to see. I'm not trying to revive this motherfucker. I know he's long dead.
That's what I was wondering.
You better be a
No,
fucking
no.
necromancer at that point.
No, I want to do a medicine check to see how long he's been dead and if I can spot any specific details as to his death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll it.
That would be figures a 10.
No, you're good. So you could tell from the look of it, he's probably been dead for about 6-7 months. The cold has actually preserved him pretty well. And then definitely could tell that he was actually bit in the side by massive jaws and pretty much shooken and torn. And then he probably was torn in half by 2 wolves fighting over his body. And then the upper half is pretty much was kind of, you could tell like the innards had been torn out and eaten, and then the rest of them was just kind of left there.
I don't think anybody ever asked, but what race was it?
Half elf.
Half elf. All right, cool. Not a dwarf.
I'm gonna say, after thinking about the wolves, we need to get inside, so they have
Well,
to
the-
funnel, or we will never survive the night.
Well, the tower has a front door and has a roof, so, and it's open, so we can.
Then we need to get to the tower quickly.
Yeah.
Got a question. The wolves, can they fit through the doors? Are they too big for the doors?
You don't know yet. You haven't. If they're normal wolves, then no. Yeah, they're standard
We
wolves.
haven't seen them yet. We
Yeah,
haven't seen it yet.
Can we kind of gauge by the size of their paw how big they are?
I will make the
I'll
statement they can fit through a door, just not side by side, based on my tracking skills.
One at a time.
All right.
You come through.
Like I said, I'm gonna
Okay.
start working on defenses for that doorway, like as far as like with the broken up longsword and any other sharp pieces of wood, or to make spikes. I'm gonna make a punji stick.
All right, now
Every
I
roll
guess
perception.
Are we taking? Are we gonna attempt to make shelter in the wizard tower?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
All right.
22 for my perception.
Okay.
10.
Okay, I'll roll perception real quick.
12.
10.
All right. So Cater, as
Yeah.
you're kind of looking around, you're looking for stuff for defenses. You look back at kind of where you came in and from the village, and you see what you think is a horse, and then you realize it is a pitch black wolf, the size of a horse. You notice that it has big bristled fur that kind of goes back, and you see like ice blue eyes, and it's just sitting there staring at you as you kind of lock eyes with it.
I'm gonna be like, guys, I think we ran into a gangrel. I'm joking. The guys,
Time to go.
There's, it's right here, Ray. It's looking at me. I think it heard you, Ray.
I'll turn and look at it. Does it look like it's being aggressive or watching us?
At the moment, it is watching. Its ears are down. It's definitely showing the aggressive signs that a wolf would normally give. But when you're looking at it, being a druid, you notice that its eyes are not just. It seems to be surveying you and looking at the area around you. And you kind of notice that its head just there's like a little tilt here, a little nod there to the left and the right. It seems to almost be you're kind of looking at it. It's giving directions.
Mhm.
I'm just going to tell it that wouldn't be wise. And as a furball druid, it can understand me when I talk to it.
Okay. So it kind of you talk to it. It looks at you, and you can tell it's understanding. It bears some teeth at you.
It understands but does not give a fuck.
Exactly. It's hungry.
Okay, we might want to get inside. Are there any?
And
so
Connor,
this
you can tell
tower-
this thing is highly intelligent. Like you would like, there's normal wolves, dire wolves and stuff. They very act on a very, animal instincts. This one it's thinking, it's understanding, it's very much aware of your group. You can tell at this point it's assessing the situation.
I like it.
Big cat. Bring it way over here.
Yes, please.
I am okay. I'm gonna keep eye contact with it and back towards the doorway.
Thank you.
Okay. We're doing that. Edge and Stamps roll perception.
Natural 20.
All right.
11.
All right.
He
So
perceptified the shit out of it.
So you notice, though, since you're at the 20, off to the side, as you kind of you're like, okay, you look over, you see movements along the tree line or the edge of the town, along the side, moving up. So you can tell that basically, if you guys don't get inside, these fuckers are going to circle you.
All right, bloodies, let's go. We gotta hightail it.
Is this a single story inside this tower, or does it spiral up?
Oh, it spirals up.
Okay, good. Before
Is
we
the
go,
Is
as
the
we're
door
going-
open?
Yeah,
Is it like a jar?
Yes.
as we're backing off in, I'm gonna fire a shot at that damn thing. Because actually, I'll probably fire it in the air. I want to startle him, get him, try and scare him away.
I don't think that's gonna work.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's hurt a firearm.
He's from the desert. He doesn't know any better.
It's true. It's wolves. I mean, there are wolves in the well, not wolves in the desert, but there are other types of animals that you'd scare off with a
There's
gunshot.
desert wolves.
Yeah.
So
Coyotes.
you fire off a shot in the air. You see it kind of rocks its head a bit, sniffs, growls, and gets kind of down low, but it's not afraid.
Okay, it's not afraid of bullets, guys. I think this thing might. Yeah, this thing's a little bit tougher than. Well, we already assumed it was tough.
So, Edge and Steps, you guys have gotten back into the door. As you kind of get the door, as you kind of push it open, it's a thick door. So, I mean, it's like a good 7-8 inches thick, just like beams of wood wrapped in fucking steel brackets. So this door could hold off a pretty hefty siege even. And then, like, the stone walls are really well fortified and built. So you guys get back in, you kind of have some difficulty pushing the door into the snow. You slide it back up where you guys can actually slip in.
Is there a block, one of those cross guards to block the door?
Yes.
Okay, we'll put that down.
All right, I elect to also hammer some pittance at the bottom of the door, so it would really, really, block the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna as we get up, I'm assuming we're going upstairs.
Yep.
Wait, before we even do that, as soon as we block the door, we turn around. What do we see?
All right. So in here, it looks to be like a main open little room. The desks are there's an old desk in the corner that's kind of broken on one side. The place looks like it's been ransacked for goods. You do see that there is a old campfire that's sitting in the middle of the room. You can tell it actually looks like from the remnants of the old fire that it was probably pieces of the desk they were chopping up and using to burn. You do also see that in the corner is a frozen body. Looks like the corpse looks like it's all huddled up, like it's wrapped in the cloak, and it looks like he probably was trapped inside and then couldn't get out and froze to death within.
great.
Since we closed the door, I'm assuming it's pretty dark in here.
No, I
Yeah, I
have
mean
a
there
I have
are
a
some
torch.
windows that are
I have a
around
torch.
here.
I have a
Oh,
torch.
that's right.
I
He's
have
got
a-
a torch.
I have a
Yeah,
lit
that's right.
torch. Yeah.
That's right. I
So-
forgot about that.
Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the table to the desk.
Yeah.
And are there still any legs on the desk?
2 legs on the one side.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it over with my feet and kick off the legs and chop cross cut on them to make giant spikes and point them towards the windows. So if anything jumps in the window, they'll get impaled.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start building defenses. I'll take the tabletop, do the same thing. Cut. So I have hand axes, so I can just start chopping this
So,
bastard up.
Also, when you're looking at it, you notice the windows are they're like a rectangular window with like the arched top piece of it.
Mhm.
They're about big enough. Usually, these wolves they can get their head in through, if need be, but
Okay.
they wouldn't be able to get their whole body through. Like their shoulders would actually stop them.
Okay.
Which is
So
probably why this guy froze to death, because he was probably trapped in here from the wolves and couldn't get out.
okay.
I'm gonna do a medicine check to see how long this guy's been dead.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, he looks like he died probably about a month ago.
Okay. Can we see if this guy was possibly like another warden, like another initiate?
Yeah, you know, so he's
Or
wearing
just-
similar clothing to you. He has the same type of clothing. So he has like some skinning items on him. He had like a skinning dagger. He has a crossbow at his side with only a single bolt that's actually armed. So you could tell it looks like he ran out of supplies and food. Probably from the look of it, lost his teammates, and then was pretty much, trying to wait out the wolves, and they waited him out.
All right. Well, I don't think they can get in the door, guys. But the problem is we're stuck in here.
All right, can I do a perception roll and see if there's any like trap doors or hidden blocks or anything like that?
Yeah, you can definitely do it. It's an investigation roll to search the room.
I'll help him.
Okay. So
17.
Right, so Kater, yeah, you got the success. So, Camps, what'd you roll?
16.
16. So it's an 18 with Cater's success as a help. As you guys look around, you don't find any trap doors in here, any secret compartments or anything. You guys definitely could tell, though, you guys did a good, thorough look over between you, and then you can tell what previous people have done. This bottom room is pretty much it's kind of like an entryway.
Pick clean.
Pick clean, yeah.
Okay. So they're encircling us and they're going to starve us out, which doesn't seem very wolf-like of them.
Well, they're intelligent as hell.
Yeah.
So we have how many windows?
Down here, there's 2 windows. And then as you take the spiral up, you can see there's windows that follow it up to the upstairs area.
And there's no other buildings that are at the level of those windows, right?
Correct.
In the second, third, fourth, so they can't jump across or anything like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is this
Are
is
they
this,
natural?
What's that?
Are they natural wolves or are they something different?
They're natural, but they're natural for this climate, this area. They're basically like the super predator of this area.
Are they normally this intelligent? Based on
As far as you can tell, you actually have no reference
Oh, yeah,
on that.
I would have no way of knowing. Yeah, for
Yeah.
that.
Destiny for you though, based upon what you know of just regular wolves or wargs or dire wolves, they're definitely smart. Like dire wolves are known to be very intelligent for wolves. These definitely seem to be smarter.
All right, I like to sneak up to the one of the upper floor windows and try to observe them without being observed myself.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of head up there. You can peek out. You can see that when you look out, you don't see any of the wolves.
Is there a roof area to this tower?
Yeah,
Like a top floor with an actual roof that
Yes.
we can go up to? I'm gonna head up there as fast as possible and go out to the roof, see what I can see.
So yeah, you get up to the top floor. It opens up into the main circular room. There's windows all along the outside of it, so you can get a 360-degree view of the town from where you're at.
So it's not an open roof.
No, it's not
actually
open
just-
roof. It's actually
It's the top floor.
yes, top floor. It actually has you can see like the big, strong oak beams with like the big cross beams that kind of stack up. So the roof on this thing is meant to last.
Mm-hmm. So do I see anything out the windows?
You see every once in a while as you're kind of looking, you see some wolves in the along the tree lines, kind of move back, but you could tell that they have actually moved away from the tower, and kind of so the town actually kind of go quiet. So
I'm gonna investigate this room, see what I can find.
How long has it been since we set out?
it's been about 3 days now. It's going into the third day because you guys are into it's sunsetting on the second day, so you're getting into the night right now.
So each morning I would have, or actually each night before the rest, if it's all right with you. I didn't realize how much time had passed because none of us had asked. I'd like to have cast a Goodberry each night before.
Okay.
We would have done the rest. That way I could have gotten the spell slot back because they last 24 hours. And we'd be using that for nourishment.
Gotcha.
Just so if we get held out in a siege, I'm just going to keep making food for us. We good. We
Right.
can melt snow. Which is clear to say I'm a druid. I'm used to living in
So,
fucking by myself.
Anybody else head upstairs?
Motherfucking party up in here.
Yeah, I go up as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna start investigating this room.
Okay. So
Checking for. Yeah, go ahead.
So you guys enter this room. So the abandoned wizard study still holds household items in it. There's old damaged books, furniture, and tapestries on the wall. In the center of the room lays a great hearth which has carved markings that make it look like a giant tree. And in the center of the tree is an old clock face with the hands pointing to 3 and 7.
I'd like to make a religion check on those carvings and those symbols to see if they're tied to any sort of religion that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I'm gonna do an acrobatics check and not do what he just did, because I don't have religion.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking at it. You're like, it doesn't seem to have any religious connotation.
Okay.
Are the clock hands? Can we tell if we wait? Are the clock hands moving as time passes?
No.
There's no gears. We can't see any gears or anything like that
No,
underneath.
it's like it looks like the clock face is built into the tree, and then the hands are set at 3 and 7.
3 and 7. I'm going to do just a general perception check. I'm going to do a walk through this tower since we have some time and just perceive the fuck out of it.
Okay.
See if I can find anything out of the ordinary or unusual or interesting or fascinating to
It's
see
gonna
if,
perceptify
Maybe-
see
motherfucker.
if there's any 7s or 3s references inside the rest of the building. Or
Wouldn't that be investigation?
That would be an investigation.
Shut up, Edge. I got a higher perception than investigation, bastard.
Yeah, well.
Perception wasn't going to help very much. If you want to perceptify versus investigate, that's cool.
I'll investigate.
You perceive they're wearing a big fucking room.
I'll investigate. Let's hope I roll well.
That's a nat 20 right there.
That's a nat 20 as well.
Okay. So as you're looking around here,
You're welcome.
as you're kind of going over, you notice that for firstmost, you hear as you're kind of going through a long howl from the
Okay.
forest, and about within a few minutes later, it seems like a storm is starting to set in, and the temperature is dropping rapidly. As you're looking around the room in response, you notice that along the hearth, when you're actually moving away some of the the frost and like dust, you find there's actually an inscription on the mantle.
I'll try and read it. What language is it in?
Roll perception.
Yay! My height stat. That is I got a 12.
Okay. Luckily, you know it's Elven.
Yay! I can read that.
Your
Okay.
peeps.
So what it reads is, it is a tolling of the night, and all is still, and the wind whispers near the mill. It struck 12 times, and his voice rang out, and then it was stilled.
Wind blows near the mill. Bell tolls 12 times. Well, 12 times would mean it's 12 o'clock.
Midnight or
Yeah, it's midnight.
actually noon, right?
Noon or midnight, but it's at the night. It's the night when the wind howls. It's a night. It's at the night.
So probably midnight then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably midnight.
Can you repeat it?
Yeah.
What it said?
It is a tolling of the night when all is still and the wind whispers near the mill. Was struck 12 times and his voice rang out and all was stilled.
All right. Do we see anything in this area from our tower? Can we see anything that looks like a mill?
Yeah, probably near.
Not that you could tell, no. I mean, there's the ruins of buildings and rubble, but most of it's the foundations and like the rock walls around it. But
It's
you're not
the
seeing
woods.
anything that would see like a mill. Yeah, and you're near woods versus the plains or riverland.
Well, there's the wolves are in the woods right now.
Yep.
So obviously
Is-
it's gonna be something to do
is-
with out there.
Was there like a frozen stream or something that we could see that's running next to or through the town?
No.
It's not in town, I don't think. From the
So
sound
you
of
also notice that as you guys are talking, your breath is definitely showing a lot more. Like it's definitely, you can see your breath. Temperature's getting cold, and you see even the glass seems to be like ice seems to be forming on the outside as it's like it's freezing rapidly.
it. You said it was just near sundown, right?
Right.
now. Okay, so it's not midnight yet, but this
It's
cold-
getting butt ass cold. We
Well,
need to build a fire.
Okay, well, we have enough wood here. We have the desk. We have also all the wood that Krigor brought. So let's grab some of that and start a fire.
Yeah. Just
I have a lit torch, so we can light it.
I've just been walking through the tower, dragging that shit behind me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you barely even got in the door because you
He didn't even
forgot
fucking
about it.
notice. He's just like, "Oh, I'm a giant."
Yeah.
Alright,
So
so guys-
I say we start at the base level because heat will rise and it'll go up and heat up the rest of the building. But it has something to do with this clock, maybe. I don't know. There's something. This is a mage's cat tower. Think about it. So let's start the fire first. I believe I
Can we
have.
go downstairs? There's a fireplace downstairs, I'm assuming, somewhere.
There was a fire pit downstairs that somebody had made.
Fire pit.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this
Yeah.
actually this is a hearth that actually is made for a fire.
All right. Let's start tossing chairs and shit in there. And
Let's use the hearth.
All right, so you guys put your wood in there, and the fire won't start.
What?
I have
Son of a
I have a
bitch.
lit torch. So does my torch go out when I put it in there?
Yes. So you put your
Bah.
torch in the mantle, it goes, and the flames
Then
go.
I'll take my torch away from the hearth and light it. Does it light up again?
Yes.
Okay, God damn it! All
I'd
right.
like to.
What about
roll
the
an
fire pit
Arcana-
downstairs? Try the fire
Gosh,
pit downstairs.
Shut up! Shut up! I'm rolling an Arcana check on that fucking pit. The moment that I
Oh,
saw,
finally, yeah.
the moment that I saw that torch go out and back on, I'm rolling an Arcana check to see what the fuck caused that.
Okay.
All right, so 18.
It's magic.
Durr.
I'm saying it's
Fucking
definitely
really?
there's an enchantment on the hearth.
Okay.
So you
I'm
can
gonna
tell
cast.
unless
I'm gonna use the cantrip produce flame. So I'm holding a flame in my hand, and I'm gonna stick my hand in there and see if it'll extinguish a magical flame or just normal.
you put the flame goes out.
Okay.
So you notice, you guys realize that certain parameters have to be met for this enchantment for a flame to be produced within this fireplace.
Well, what about the fire pit downstairs that was made? That doesn't have an enchantment on it, most likely.
That's why there was a fire pit downstairs.
That's
Versus-
most likely why. I say, so I'm going to take some of that wood and put it downstairs, and we'll start a fire in the fire pit safely. So that way we have some heat rising up from the bottom up to the upper floor. So, and then I'm going to investigate this goddamn hearth some more. The clock has something to do with it. Well, if we can the clock hands move?
Have you tried?
Oh, god damn it! This is a trap.
Yes, damn it. Stamps, check it out.
Stamps, check
All
it out.
right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man.
say, don't we have somebody that should be fucking checking for traps?
Stamps can check for traps by running
I
into
don't know
them.
if I can check magical traps. I can probably do mechanical.
Perfect. You got this. You got this, bro.
All right, I'll check to see if it has any.
I've known you
traps.
for
Oh,
like
that-
3 days. I have very little attachment to you.
traps. It's perception, I believe.
Right.
Investigate for detect traps.
Sure, I'm pretty sure it's perception.
Is it?
You know, it's here. Got that player's handbook. I guess we could fucking use it.
Whoa. My player handbook is to collect signatures, and that's it.
I know.
And I got good ones.
You do.
Traps, removing or disabling seed thieves tools.
I have thieves
Uh,
tools.
That's
Thieves
the-
tools, page 154.
Oh no,
That's
actually,
for
we're looking
disarming
at
them.
detect traps. Yeah, not disarming.
What did you say?
Oh,
It's like 6 inches out there, isn't it?
That's what we've gotten today. Cause our porch was clear.
Yeah, it's
Cool
snowing
measure.
pretty bad out there right now. Actually.
what is it, like 2 inches out there? Bunch of pussies. I'm in Minnesota.
Oh, it's
No. It's either 6 or 7. She's going to go measure it right now because our handrail on our front porch was empty. And she's going to go measure right now to see how much is on it.
Yeah, we call that over here Tuesday.
I know. I know.
I
yeah,
live
that's right,
in
you're over there.
California. That's a blizzard.
That's shutting some shit down.
detect
That should
traps
happen in
is
co-
going to be investigation,
Ah, dang it.
and
So-
disarming traps is sleight of hand. You get advantage if you have thieves' tools.
Yep.
Edge, I'm going to send you a link.
Okie doke.
I'll let somebody else investigate it because I don't even know what the heck. My investigation's bad.
Yeah, mine is. I got a +1.
I got a +1 as well. Krieger, do you have investigation? None of us are detectives. We're the shittiest. We're the shittiest
Well,
group of
if you tell me what you're trying to look for, I can try and come help. But I'm sitting there trying to untie the logs from my belt and figure out how the fuck we're going to start a fire at the moment.
So one thing you guys can do is you can assist Stamps in the check. But then you guys have to roll an investigation check. You got to beat a 10. Every success, he gets the difficulty for his test lowers by 2.
Oh,
We're at
let's do that shit.
7.5 inches so far, and it's still coming down.
All right.
Nice.
I got a 15 counting my plus, so that I got a success.
I got a 3.
That's not anything.
Krieger?
You should have.
Nobody asked me for help, so I've been, like I said, I've been sitting there untying logs. I have no idea what they're doing.
Well, Stamps, Gator's helping you. They're trying to help you out here. Roll an investigation.
Roll investigation. It's gonna be crappy. I know it. Ooh, it's not 17.
Okay. So as you're looking at it, there is no traps that you can find.
Okay, as far as I know, there's no traps.
Okay,
I
so
tell
it's
you
some
guys,
sort
as
of
far as I
other
know, there's no
magical
traps.
gimmick then. Okay, so it's another magical gimmick then.
So as you're checking it, you know, and you realize, and you're kind of looking at it, you can actually move the hands on the clock.
Can I do a medicine check on the clock to? No, never mind.
Medicine check on a clock.
to see what. Okay.
I ask the other dwarf because you know that's what I do. Hey, what do you think will happen if we put the hands to 12?
Probably not a good thing.
Possibly. That seems
okay.
like the obvious option.
I was gonna be like, anybody want to give it a try?
Yeah, go ahead, Stamps.
You know what?
You got this.
You know,
You got this, bro. You got this.
I say we draw straws or roll some
There's no-
dice.
We don't have time for that. It's freezing in here. And nothing. Yeah, I think this Stamps. You're the best qualified because I can't do it because I'm not a dwarf.
What are you trying to do?
You couldn't
I'm going
trust
to turn
me to
around and
do
say,
it.
what are you trying to do?
Trying to
I
move
thought-
move those clock eyes to midnight because we're not strong enough to do it. If only we had a giant to help.
I agree. Where's
We'll
a
have
Goliath when you need him?
Yeah, I know, right? A half Goliath. And also, I mean, it's a hearth made to look like a tree, so this is kind of your territory.
I'll go over and try and push it. Am I making a strength check?
No, actually, you go over. You could tell you could just easily move the clock hands. Like it's not even an effort.
You don't know how strong we are.
So what do you set the clock to?
What is it at right now?
It is at 3 and 7.
So it's at 3:35.
Yes.
I'm gonna set it for 6:30. It's
Okay.
evening. It's time to start the fire.
For 6:30.
You
Nothing
take it
happens.
past midnight to do that? So you need to set it to midnight.
Okay, I'll set it to midnight.
Okay.
Oh,
On setting it to
shit.
midnight, you hear
He
the
fucking smiled.
bell.
He fucking smiled.
So you hear the bell, dong, dong.
We're about to get screwed by a dong.
So it
Dong.
rings out 12 times, and then you hear like a whistle, and then you notice the hearth goes and ignites into flames. The hearth burns, and immediately you feel warmth radiate throughout the room.
Yeah, dong to that
Yay.
one, buddy.
Yay!
I'm
I
gonna-
give Krieger a pat. Well, I would say on his back, but I can't reach it.
Slap his ass. Good game, bro.
Good job.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna read.
as
I
long
need
as you
to.
call- call
I need to
good
hear the
game.
inscription again.
Call good game it's sportsmanship. Don't
I'm
call
gonna
good game it's gay.
Oh, the inscription on the mantle.
Yeah.
It says, it is a tolling of the night when all is still, and the wind whispers near the mill. 'Twas struck 12 times, and his voice rang out, and then it was stilled.
We're all gonna die.
Cryptic as fuck.
That is cryptic as fuck. That is
It's your people, man.
wind near the mill. All is still. I'm gonna look down towards the forest, see if I can see the wolves.
So saith Dr. Phil.
So say it, Dr. Phil. So no, you guys, the warmth in here, you guys notice that the cold goes away. You actually begins to warm up the room rather nicely. The hearth's burning warmly. You guys actually feel rather comfortable for the first time since you even got north. You feel a sense of relaxation, a sense of comfort wash
So
over the
that
room.
frozen motherfucker didn't think to do this. Does he not know how to speak Elven or read Elven?
You did not know. You can't ask him. He did.
Hey.
The answer is probably no, considering he's dead.
Do we want to open the door and toss the body outside before it starts to rot in here?
He's also downstairs. You're upstairs.
Yeah.
AFK for like a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take like a 5-minute break. I want to smoke real quick.
Okay. Take it a 5 guys.
Taking a
Yeah.
5-er.
It's
Alrighty.
been 3.5 hours.
Right.
Cryptic
3 hours.
son of a bitch.